So I've known these two guys for a very long time, and today that friendship is going to pay off because NATO's had a really cool idea to play a solo game, Mr. President, the biggest, the baddest game we've ever tried, and he's going to teach it to me as a role-playing game here on Legendary Tactics. Okay, well, so, I am super lucky to have you as a friend today.
Yes.
You would all be lucky to have this guy as a friend because he's going to teach me, he's going to teach you how to play this monstrosity. And I am...
It's a good kind of monstrosity.
It is.
It's a great adventure.
I would never tackle a solo game like this on my own because I have a feeble brain. But he will make up for that. He's going to tell you the story of what happens. I'll make the decisions, but fortunately, I got my good pal here.
Wingman!
He's going to advise me. He's played a game. I've never played a game. I've never seen any of this. This is completely brand new, but they're going to coach me through it and coach you through it at the same time. So, NATO, what is the starting point here?
Okay, so the starting point is actually, we just need to... make sure that we are starting with the right amount of presidential action points. Now, I've set this up for an easier game for you, okay? So,
okay, good.
Yes,
good.
Hopefully, yes.
Okay.
So,
President Flash.
You happen to draw the outstanding Homeland Security Chief.
Yes.
So this gives you...
Kicking bones.
Already.
Now, he is a patriot and an inspirational leader who is consumed with protecting the U.S. against all enemies.
I love it.
Okay? So, at the start of the turn, you may decrease one terror group in continental United States. There isn't one, unfortunately.
Okay.
But he is going to be very careful about protecting the continental U.S.
That's important.
All right. The other thing is that one of your presidential attributes is that you're very efficient. So you actually get additionally...
Look at this, Mr. Efficiency.
I'm efficient.
You're very efficient.
Really?
So you get a bunch of action points that you can spend to
spend later in the game.
I suppose that's good, boring as it is.
It is good.
Anything else
useful.
more interesting than I'm good at.
All right. So we're going to start out with your national... where is it here? Your national intelligence focus. So So your intelligence advisor comes to you and says, Mr. President, we need to pick a region to put our national focus for intelligence to make sure that we're focused on reducing terror and other naughty behavior in the world. So you need to choose a region.
So am I getting into character now?
We're ready?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right.
This is day one of office. It's life in the
presidency.
Oval Office. Mr. President,
Yes.
sir, may I hold your cup?
Welcome. Just
Please.
running a bit late
I'm honored.
Hail to the chief.
Oh, that's right.
Okay.
Bottoms, with a dog and a cane and everything.
So hereby call this to order.
Day one of the
right.
presidency.
I'm ready to begin.
Okay.
President Flash.
So I can't do this without my trusty advisor.
Thank you. Tip of the cap.
Do you have any thoughts on my focused national intel collection?
I wonder,
placement?
I just wonder here, do you want to maybe target a country with a lot of terror?
Yeah, absolutely. So when I'm looking at this board, what I'm seeing, and if you played this before, you might recognize it, there's three distinct sections here. We've got all kinds of tracks over here, which are strategic tracks, which are looking at different relationships, I guess, between other nations on the board. We've got the cards that are going to be coming out here. This section is the turn sequence, so this will guide our play. Essentially, you play through all of this until you get to the end. That's one turn. Then, if you look at this, this is essentially a map of the world. And so you've got your Americas, Euro, Middle East, Africa, Asia,
Far East.
Yeah, Far East, and off screen you can't see it on the far right because this is massive. We've got some other tracks when a conflict happens. That'll come
More
over
tracks.
here. So problems I'm seeing immediately: the Middle East. We've got some crises, and Africa's a problem. Something that I randomly and completely unconnected to anything I see on the board want to take care of is cybersecurity.
He's made it kind of a personal focus, I would say.
Absolutely. So over here, I see that my cyber warfare, I'm lagging behind Russia and China, is that? And so that is going to be just, so you know.
I know.
I want to get ahead of that.
Numero uno in your mind.
So I've had to put my administrative legislative priorities, I've put cybersecurity as number 2.
Against all,
judgment.
I was trying to convince him out of it. No, he wasn't hearing. He was not hearing it.
No, so this is what the people want.
Didn't care.
Well, I did care a little bit because they want immigration reform. I put that as my number 1. Yeah. Next, they wanted infrastructure upgrades. I've got that as my number 3.
After some cajoling.
A little bit.
Let's be honest here.
Yeah, that's true.
Mr. President.
And this one I'm really happy about. I don't want to be dependent on energy from anywhere else in the world. And that was a campaign promise, so I'm going to follow up. Energy independence is coming.
Wise choice, sir.
I bartered strongly because I'm a teacher in real life. I bartered strongly for education.
We talked him out of it. Since
Apparently-
education appears nowhere in anyone's interest.
These clowns don't care about education, so blame them, not me.
Yes.
Okay, so let's go ahead and can we place that in the Middle East? Is that
Yeah, you could put it. Well, you can put it in
Right
your
there?
spot for the to
Okay.
focus on the national.
so? Is there any effect when I do that?
There will be when that point in the turn comes. You'll get bonuses to dealing with these
Terror groups?
There are 4 of them in the region, so
Okay,
it's
nice.
kind of a hotbed for that.
So not a bad choice, is what you're saying,
all
you know?
right.
And just for people watching as well, like I'm going to be kind of a DM telling the story here. I may, in the end, take some liberties with the rules of the game and so forth, just to make it a smooth experience. So I'm less concerned about making sure.
Rule enforcement?
Yeah, letter of the law. You know, if I'm digging
Versus-
through the rules, I can't find what I need. Then
We're gonna
have
fun.
I'll make it up. Yeah.
That's the whole point to this scenario. It's a solo game, but we wanted to experience it together. And so if you've got a friend like me who's a bit of an idiot when it comes to complex games, and you're this guy who knows and can explain it might be a neat way to collaboratively explore. And this is something we're trying.
Introduce people to games like this.
That's
that
right.
are that are much grander in scale.
Because to me, this one you're going to be moving a lot of chits and tokens around, but part of it is I love narrative
Is
in
the
a game.
story.
That's
Is the
what
story.
I want to walk away and tell a story and be like, I did this, and I stopped the conflict in the Middle East, or
Good luck.
Yeah.
Are you making that a priority, sir?
what do you suggest?
Go for it. Many have tried.
Okay.
I think I just want to sort of keep it from collapsing into chaos.
Too far.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
DM, take us away.
Mr. President, there
Yes.
are a couple of issues that the previous president kind of left you with. Okay.
Now, also, I should say I'm playing this in a non-partisan way, so I'm not Republican,
Yes.
I'm not Democratic, I'm just dealing with the issues.
He's
in
just
front of me.
president. He's just
Yeah.
Mr. President.
Yeah, that's right. So
That's how the game is set up. It's a non-partisan game. So
And the president who came before me, is that an unnamed president?
unnamed president. Yeah, let's keep it that way. Okay.
We'll just say whatever moron came before me was
Yes.
a problem.
So now here's what's happening. So in and around the Baltic states, Russia has been using a lot of military intimidation.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
And it has been causing some tensions with NATO.
Oh, of course it
All
is.
right. So we have tension counters here.
Ooh.
So if you could draw 2 of them
Okay.
and put them in Russia.
I'm only going to draw one.
Because I am already mitigating one. Oh, I'll draw the other. Oh,
Because I'm a benevolent.
We can't
and
walk.
stay face down and
Stay
put them
face
in
down. It
Russia.
says tensions
Okay.
up.
So there is tensions ratcheting up in
Ooh,
Russia.
Okay, we might need to deal with that.
We may.
Take 2 more and put them on the NATO space in the Eurozone.
We've been through this. I'm only taking one.
I'm issuing the orders to both of you.
Okay, perfect. In the Eurozone or
In
in
the
the
NATO
North
zone.
Atlantic?
No, in the NATO space.
Oh, NATO space.
Right there. See, right there.
That's
Just
right.
right with the
Right on
red.
top of the
see
gray.
red?
Right there?
That's the UK.
over to your
Slide
right.
it
There you
around.
go.
There.
Okay.
Okay.
Of
Love
course,
it.
sir.
Okay, place 1.
You've never treated
Oh,
me
yeah,
so
I know.
respectfully. I like this already.
Savor it.
One in the UK.
One in the UK. All right. Where are
The
we
UK.
looking
Yeah,
here?
the UK is in the Eurozone there. Yeah, right beside that.
Wherever you were, yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
right hidden under.
Now, the regional crisis in Eastern Europe is getting worse. It's going up to level 2.
Okay. So slide
That
this up
would
by
be a
one?
concern.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Russia's relations with us have gotten worse. So they started at 2, right?
Yep.
And trending anti.
Yes.
So they go down to 1.
Cold War adversaries.
Right. Russia.
Remove the trending marker.
Okay.
And yeah, so they are
Now
really
adversaries.
not liking us.
Okay.
Now, if you could roll a 1 10-sided die.
Oh, 10-sided.
Yeah, wait for it.
Yeah.
Wait for
Okay,
it.
here's a nice open spot.
9.
6.
Oh, 6.
Um,
Thank you.
So there has, but
9.
one of the
9.
good things is that the that this incursion by Russians ended up causing a backlash.
Oh,
so
perfect.
we remove 1 Russian influence from Eurozone or Eastern Europe.
Eurozone. That one's the problem.
Eastern Europe?
Yeah, or Eastern Europe.
You
Or
give it
Eastern
that-
Europe?
Yeah.
What do you think?
There's
I see a lot of tokens in this area.
now there's a lot of tension, but over here you do have a civil war ceasefire and you have a terror group.
Oh, okay.
So
Yep.
do you want to keep Eastern Europe clear, or do you want to, or
Yeah.
and you have a lot more presence as well.
Oh, that's true. Okay, I sense you want the Eastern Europe, and I will acquiesce.
All right. Eastern Europe it is.
right.
Wish
God,
granted.
oh, sir.
Now, this is a cascading event, which means that it goes into deck 2 and can come back again
To haunt
in some
us.
Down the
form.
road.
Yes.
Does it get worse or better?
Depends on the event. Sometimes,
Okay.
and it depends on what you do actually, and what happens.
So
Yes, go
these
ahead.
this deck is basically not random, programmed events that may or may not happen. So this will be what adds the flavor to each game and
Yes.
adds
'Cause they're
variation.
completely
Because you
unique.
never know what's going to strike.
Completely unique. Yes.
I like it already because that
Oh, boy.
just simulates what could happen in the world.
Yes.
Very
Now, things unfortunately as well are ramping up between Russia and Ukraine.
Over there.
Russian
The track.
volunteers and separatists have begun a hybrid war
Okay.
against the Ukraine in eastern Ukraine. So at the moment, it's nothing to get too worried about yet. But add 1 tensions counter to each Russia and NATO.
And NATO again.
There's Russia.
Okay, Russia.
NATO-
And NATO is right here.
Okay. What's that in? Where is that?
NATO?
Yeah, where's that located? Is that
Oh, is it
NATO is like the
all of Europe? Pretty
Yeah,
much.
well,
like
it's
where's
a-
its base of operations?
well, it's the NATO alliance.
Yeah,
So
so it's
it's
all
just-
out of
just sort of-
Europe. Yeah, it's just
Right.
Europe. It's like the Eurozone.
Yeah.
Okay. So the first thing that we move on to is you can try to improve your strategic capabilities.
Cyber warfare.
Cyber warfare.
Cyber warfare. We're going for it straight
That is
away.
hands down.
Oh, sorry. Before you, improve the strategic capabilities. Yes, that's right. Okay. So,
We gotta batten down some hatches.
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
I want to hack these suckers.
So you can roll for 2 different capabilities.
Oh, and just so you know, lower is generally better.
Okay.
Yeah, in this game,
nines,
low
is
nines, and
helpful.
tens
Yeah.
kind of are
Yeah.
I'm
stinky.
gonna use my weighted die.
So
Is this a 1d6?
1 to 10.
it's and your Secretary of Defense, Krista Halston, gives you a -1 because she is very good at her job.
Which is excellent.
Oh, okay. I was gonna get
Chosen-
mad at her, but -1
No.
is good.
No, you've
-1
chosen
is
a
good.
great.
Because
Yeah.
you want to roll
staff.
low.
I want low. Okay.
So please pick 2 capabilities that you want to improve.
I'm choosing cyber warfare. You get to choose 1 too.
Well, where are we lagging?
I would say we probably want to be
Oh, actually, you know what?
ahead or tied in all of them.
Space warfare, we're behind on. So
Are
let's
we?
go. Yeah,
Let's do that.
Yeah.
I want to tie or be ahead in everything.
I agree. 100%. Cyber
It's a
warfare.
great strategic idea that I just had. There goes. One
Hey, what a
-1.
roll!
You got it.
Goose egg.
You got it.
You got it.
Which one was that?
Cyber warfare.
So
and
your
space.
scientists worked tirelessly.
No, you roll separate.
They managed
Was it my
to make
hackers or my scientists?
this is more well.
Those are your
I guess you
hackers.
could- the weapons are double edged. So
Okay, nice.
yes, but they worked tirelessly to ramp up our strategic capabilities in cyber warfare, Mr. President.
All right.
We're
you.
now on par with our enemies.
Okay, well,
With
we're
our-
gonna be
We gotta
getting
roll.
ahead.
Let's go for
Okay.
Space Force now.
Oh, I gotta
We roll
re-roll for that
Space
one, too?
Force.
for space warfare.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's you.
Oh,
I have to.
Oh,
yeah,
sir.
It's yours.
The keys.
Yes.
The nuclear codes here.
Sure,
Oh my
sure.
gosh. A 0
10.
Not good.
Not so good.
I'm
No.
sorry to say that the efforts that
Incompetent.
our scientists made in
I was
space warfare
trusted.
were unsuccessful.
I was
It's
trusted.
all right. You'll never be trusted again.
No, thank you. Thank you, sir. May I have another?
Later on, if I could make a recommendation, if that priority is in fact important to you,
Yes, it is.
You can take an action later on
Not now.
to
Okay. too bad.
add a DARPA counter. DARPA is the research counter to any priority you want to, and it improves your odds of success.
Okay.
You can do that down the road.
Nice. Or we could add that to cyber warfare.
Or you can roll the die.
You're not even so lucky. though.
I know.
It was
I
just a
know.
one-off. You just got out of the system.
Now,
Yeah, that's
Mr.
right.
President,
Yes.
it is a brand new year. You're starting out the year. It's
That was
January.
quick.
Well, no, because you
Nice.
started the administration, whatever, January 20th.
Like
or whatever,
yesterday.
right?
Yesterday.
It is time to set your priorities for your cabinet, and
Okay.
for your administration.
Nice. Is that this here?
There are 6 options as far as our focus: improving relations with Congress, economy, homeland security, public and press relations, addressing domestic crises,
Okay.
Oh.
and cabinet effectiveness.
So it strikes me that we're already strong in Homeland Security because of our Homeland dude. Who really likes. So I'd say put that low.
Okay, so these are your numbers here. So
So you
as it goes
prioritize them.
lower, though,
your
your
odds of
success
success become less.
shrink.
Okay, but does the Homeland Security guy sort of mitigate?
No,
lack
it'll
of a
actually give
priority.
you the bonuses on this side if you are successful.
Oh, okay.
So
nice.
you know.
I'm thinking economy. If we can get the economy going,
Okay,
because
so
right now
what is that? Is your number
The
one?
not
economy
quite
is
perfect.
currently
We're second
doing
best.
pretty well, Mr. President. We're not quite at peak performance, but the numbers overall
pretty strong.
are quite good.
Everybody likes a good economy. Oh, is there anything? See, public press relations. Do we really care what they think of us?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
We do.
We'll
Okay.
get buried in the press. You want to get
okay,
buried?
where's
sir?
our press rating?
Our press, they're feeling pretty neutral towards you right now.
Oh, we better
There's-
get that up.
I mean, you're
Number two.
you're new
Oh,
in your post,
oh,
Mr.
sir.
President.
Yeah.
That's high.
They don't really have much to say about your.
But now you
So
only
we
want them saying.
We
you
want them
only want
talking
them saying
positively.
good thing.
Okay, we'll do that. Public and press will
okay,
be number
that's
2.
priority number 2.
Relations with Congress.
Again, they don't know you yet. They don't know whether
What to
You
do?
have
What to
some-
do?
you have some good
Sir,
friends.
what about
in
the
Congress, but-
global situation?
Yeah, which one would impact that the most? Address domestic crises. We don't
Yeah,
really
well,
have
these
any
are more domestic issues.
Oh,
here,
okay.
right?
So we're not talking.
So why don't we put that as 6?
okay.
What do you think?
Sure.
Domestic, we don't have a problem there.
Do we have any crises going on?
Cabinet
Nothing.
effectiveness, if we want to pass a bill. We're not in that zone yet.
No.
Homeland security.
Or economy.
Oh, I like
Your economy is strong. You want to make it stronger.
I kind of want to crank it right to the
Let's
max.
crank it to 11.
There's got to be some bonus for that, right? What do we think?
Well,
here?
then
how do you like this?
I love it.
Mr.
I love it.
Assistant?
I love it. I love it, sir.
Okay.
You're a genius.
All right. I couldn't do it.
People love you. I love you.
Okay.
The DM loves you for heaven's sakes.
That's our game deity.
That's right.
So now, Mr. President, it is time to take some actions to start out your presidency. So you can take an action as well as each of your cabinet members.
Okay. Now I have to say I'm very thankful. NATO has put together an action summary. I'll hold this up so you can see it.
It's a bit of a mess now, but it's first draft.
This is
I'm working
something
on
that
it.
he's been working on, and it's a tool that we'll make available at some point once it's in a
Once
final
we-
state.
Yeah, this is a rough draft.
But this is the time I would crack this out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. And what am I looking to do?
Now, as president,
Yeah.
you can do any action on that list.
Okay.
So
your
any
vice
one of these
president,
options up here.
your vice president can do any action on that list other than the
Nice.
presidential actions, obviously.
Right.
Vice
Of
president.
course. So I'm thinking Russia and Ukraine is a problem. We need to probably do something there right near the outset.
Okay.
Would you agree?
Now,
Oh, yeah.
How do you wish to affect them?
Well, I'd like to. Oh, and the other thing
Do you
we need
wanna
to do
turn down
is
the temperature?
Get turned down the temperature. I would say
Yes.
this would be my number 2 priority. I would say Russia's number 1 right now.
So
Russia? Russia, Ukraine.
Russia's
we've got
relationship with
Russia,
us
Ukraine.
is pretty terrible.
It's pretty terrible.
And
Oh,
they're in
up there,
they're
yes.
in posture 2,
Yeah.
which is an aggressive posture.
How do I change that?
You could have a summit with them.
Yeah, let's do
That
that.
would be the best thing.
Oh, Mr.
Yes.
President, day 2, and we're
Having
already
a
summiting.
summit
We're
with
going
Russia.
to
Wow,
speak to
folks.
the unnamed Russian
You heard
leader.
it here.
Is his name Prigozhin?
Pagazi? I don't know.
Okay, so so the summit, the way it works now, the problem is now we only have we have such a terrible relationship with them that we can only really focus on one problem.
Okay.
Okay, and so here are some of the problems that we could look at. So improving relations with Russia, just focusing on improving relations.
Not a bad idea.
Not bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I believe
Posture?
the Russia is. I don't think they have any sanctions actually.
Can we improve relations with tanks?
Yeah.
Fighters? Does that
Not
work?
likely.
No.
Not
okay.
likely.
Just
no.
check.
So, let me just. I believe. Just need to check real quick to see.
Okay. While you're
Yeah,
checking
so
that,
Russia has
let's do a quick
multilateral
assessment.
sanctions on them.
Oh.
Fast.
So
okay.
if you were looking to remove the sanctions, you can look at improving trade with them.
Okay.
Or you can work with them to remove tensions
Yes.
and reduce crisis in the region.
Those tensions are just looking really palpable. So I'm thinking that's the way I'd like to go.
Okay, so you want to talk to them about stabilizing Eastern Europe,
Yes.
Central South Asia, Middle East, or Central America. Oh, sorry, you can't do that. Your relationship isn't good enough with them.
No, shoot.
So
okay.
the options that you have basically are to work on improving relations, removing the sanctions on them, or improving trade.
Okay. Let's improve relations. We're
Let's try to get that
basically at the bottom right
Okay.
now. So let's improve that a little bit.
Okay, so you need to roll a die,
1d6.
a D10, the big D10.
Nice. I brought my own 1d6.
You've been so patient, Mr. President. I know you want that d6.
4.
Okay.
That's not bad.
So, the Russian comes to you and says, yeah, I can't do a Russian accent. Yes. It is in our best interest to improve relations with you.
Oh!
So we would like to work towards that.
This is very good news.
we go up
very
one?
happy for this.
Up one? NATO.
Sorry?
Do we move up to distrust?
So they
Up to distrust.
Are we off of like
put
Cold War?
trending pro-US.
Oh, no, just
You can't change the
Oh, okay.
sentiment that quickly.
But at least we're working in the right direction.
Oh boy, it's
Okay.
slow.
So now that you have dealt with that successfully, okay, then roll the die to see how the public reacts to
1d6.
how you did. Yep.
1d6.
1d6.
Or sorry, 1d10. Sorry.
Not
You
yet.
really want that 1d6.
Oh, one.
Wow,
Public
great.
loves it.
The public really likes your efforts to work towards better relationships with Russia. There's a lot of positive stuff in the press. So you gain 2 public approval.
Nice.
You're now up to 44%. No, 2 spaces.
Oh, 2 spaces.
You are now up to 44%. You get an extra presidential action point.
Nice. We're really crushing it on that.
Good
Okay.
call.
Remove 2 tensions from Russia.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
look at that.
Crushing it.
Excellent, Mr.
And-
President.
And because it plays so well in the press, the Russians actually improve their relationship with you. One more
What?
step.
Brilliant.
What? Are
Okay.
they still
They
trending?
go up to 2.
And
Or
we're
you
trending
remove the
upward.
trending.
Or remove it?
Yeah.
Okay.
That just because those tracks move very slowly.
Wow.
So
wow.
Very successful.
That was a very
summit, Mr.
good first
President. You should
day,
be
sir.
Very proud, especially as your first.
That's what I wanted to
first
see
official
happen.
action.
Yes, that's right.
So now your vice president, Mr. Rick Campbell,
Okay.
can take 2 actions.
Well, I'm going to turn this over to you because you're playing as Mr. Rick Campbell.
Right.
You're my vice president.
Okay. I
So-
mean, if I have your blessing, I would love to start looking into the Middle East.
That's
if possible.
exactly where I was looking next. Yeah, I would have either said Middle East or Africa, but Middle
Yeah.
East has quite a few terror cells.
I know. Now, what about trying to calm down the temperature in the Middle East, NATO? Is that something
You
that
can
we can look at?
attempt to do crisis relief.
Let's
Yes.
go. Let's crisis relief it. D10?
Okay. So the let's just see.
We're doing D10, right?
Yes, D10.
Okay. And the roll is 4.
Okay.
And what is the diplomatic rating
Vindicated.
1?
of your Secretary of State? Is 1. So that's a
3.
Where's the regional stability? Is it
3. Stability?
It's pretty low. Okay.
4.
So you can So your Mr. Rick Campbell, your attempts to reduce the crisis in the area
Yes.
were reasonably successful. You can reduce the
Oh!
tension level by 1.
Nice.
Good.
2.
We're calming it down.
So things have been calmed
Mr.
down.
President, you trust me, we go
Mr.
far.
Vice President, very impressed.
Thank you,
Your
sir.
efforts
Thank
came
you.
through.
Yes.
Now, because of the fact that took so little time on your part, you may take an extra action.
Yes.
Look at Africa.
Africa. Let's do
Africa
it.
it is. Same roll.
Same thing. Yeah.
Same problem. Okay, that's not as
9.
great. 9.
9. Okay.
Oh wait, 8 though, because I believe I
Yes.
reduced it by 1.
Yeah. Now, sadly, the efforts there were not as
okay.
successful, and
Yeah,
in
2
fact,
for 3
there
is
is
not
no measurable change to the tension level.
Okay.
In,
Okay. Didn't go up
Africa.
though.
Didn't go up.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. Yeah.
We tried.
I'll accept.
Now
Africa,
it
we're coming back.
is Mr. Henry Haynes, your chief of staff, to do anything domestic.
Oh, domestic. Okay.
So it must be. So these are all
space.
broken out here.
Does that count?
Domestic. There's your
Okay.
list there.
Our economy, I think we're going to be good. We don't need to do that.
So you can scan that.
We don't really have a domestic crisis.
There's no terror groups.
We don't have a lingerie domestic issue.
Or a lingering one either, for that matter.
We could improve relations with Congress. We're pretty middling right now there.
Why don't we tackle that?
Yeah, do you want to try that?
Okay.
I feel like down the road that'll be helpful to us if we want to try to
Yeah.
get some bills through.
Now this one you can roll a d6 for.
Oh,
okay,
there it is.
Okay, I brought my own.
He's got his own D6.
All right.
Are you ready to roll
So
it?
I'm just
All
gonna
right.
go ahead and should I roll it right across here. What do we think? I can do this.
No.
I can do this.
Yeah.
A 5!
Okay, I'll do it for real. Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
1d6. Here we go.
Okay.
Oh, I thought
Ready?
that was your roll.
A 3 it ended
Oh,
up.
and
but
sorry,
no, this
before
is
you
the right
roll,
one.
you can spend one of your action points to reduce the roll by 1.
If you want
Yep,
to.
let's do it.
Okay.
Yeah, might as well.
So drop a prestige down to 25.
Okay, here goes. 4.
4.
Okay. Oh, sorry, it was improving relations with
Congress.
With Congress. Okay.
And a 4.
So you rolled 6. So actually, you've bungled
Oh,
and
no.
made things worse.
Oh, boy.
Unfortunately, they took it the wrong way, and they are
Oh.
now they're feeling of being across the aisle. They're really not.
Okay, we just
that-
kind of
Yeah.
stepped on our own shoelaces.
Yes.
Oh boy.
unfortunately.
That's
Bundle
too
it.
bad.
Okay, Mr. President. Next up is Kim Richards, the
Nice.
Secretary of State, for any diplomatic issues you would like to pursue.
Diplomatic
that
issues.
Is that one's over there, NATO? Or is it also on the global track?
Yep. So diplomatic issues are listed.
Can we do Russia,
here.
Ukraine?
Yes. So diplomatic issues you can.
Regional alignment. That would be over these ones here. You can deal with these.
Oh, okay.
These tracks.
Yes.
So yes, you can reduce regional crises. You can try and improve regional alignment, so
crises
people
is-
line up.
as well.
The regions line up with us and the global standing.
You could tackle Africa again, sir. I know. I had to get
You
it in.
you can attempt to remove Chinese or Russian influence from a region.
Ooh.
Okay.
That could be positive.
That is, yeah. Eurozone, Middle East.
You can attempt to build a trade agreement.
Okay.
You can decrease tensions.
I'm thinking tensions in Africa. What do you think?
Tension? Well, or you mean
Or you
crisis
can
level.
or you can
Crisis level. Sorry.
Yeah,
Yes.
de-escalate a conflict over here.
Right. There, I'm leaning towards the Russia-Ukraine conflict.
Or you can broker and offer peace you can work with people in one of the civil wars. There's a civil war raging in Africa right now. There's another one in the Middle East.
You try to
Right.
calm
There's
that
also one in Eastern Europe. There's a civil war that's at ceasefire. You could negotiate a peace and perhaps increase your prestige on the world stage.
Oh, okay. And so, just to get to the point of the game, I'm trying to. What is it? Get legacy points?
Yes.
Is that my main goal?
Yeah. So legacy points are scored by achieving kind of big things. So a lot of them are scored by passing landmark legislation. So this is the kind of like legislation that shapes society forever, right? Or you can do it. You can score some points by winning wars, for example. So if you do get into a conflict, make sure you win, because that gives you some legacy points because you become famous on that level. You can even win the Nobel Peace Prize if you happen to work to keep the world from civil war and other conflict.
Okay, so I have 2 votes. You choose one of them. I'm thinking either we tackle a civil war or we work on the regional crisis level.
Regional
Africa.
crisis.
Okay,
Let's calm it down.
Regional
Yes.
crisis.
Okay.
D10.
Now,
NATO
if
two.
we're going to do this, Kex, I got to get serious.
Roll up your sleeves, sir. Oh boy.
Absolutely. It's time.
All right. All right. Off comes the jacket. Oh,
All right.
shot.
Yes. I'm keeping the cane now.
Are you? Yeah.
So people know I mean business.
Okay.
So we've got that.
All right. No, it's just the pages were stapled backwards. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right. So you are doing crisis relief.
Yes, we are
In Africa.
Okay. So.
D10 to your left, NATO.
Yep. There we are. Okay.
All right.
So.
Me or you?
You.
And this was in where in Africa?
Africa.
Yeah.
3.
Oh.
The
calm
efforts were moderately successful. You may
That's all I
reduce
needed.
it down to level 2.
Yes. Okay.
Excellent.
Finally.
All right.
Excellent.
Now-
Things are calmer now.
Kim Richards.
Campbell.
Kim Campbell. Kim Richards.
For people in Canada, you'll appreciate
Yes.
that reference.
I know that one.
Yes. So Kim Richards was very successful and actually has enough caffeine in her system. She can do another action.
Because she gets the bonus plus
plus
1
one
action.
action.
I
Oh.
love it. So let's do a civil war.
I love it.
Yep.
Let's tackle that.
So I picked the issue, you picked the location.
Oh, I don't know. Middle East. I think we should keep
It's a
chiseling away.
mess. It's a complete mess.
Why don't we keep trying to chisel it?
I love the way you think.
Oh.
Yes. I feel like this is a true partnership
Yeah. Well.
between good old Rick Campbell and Do I have a name, Miss?
Mr. President?
You're
Mr.
Mr.
President.
President. Well, you can pick a name, whatever name you feel is.
Mr. Flash.
Yeah.
Mr. Flash.
Yes.
Mr. Flash. All right.
President Flash.
I get things done in a hurry.
That was your motto.
So this
That's
is
how you
also-
won. That's what the office.
right.
This is also one where you may spend a action point to increase your odds.
Yep, we're doing it.
Okay.
We've got so many of those.
Just drop one down. 24.
Okay.
Okay. So
Here,
roll
this is you.
1d10.
This is you. Yep.
All right, I'll roll. I'll roll for it. Hopefully I don't blow it.
5.
4.
Nice. It's
Minus
passable.
1, 4.
4.
I should call you Mr. President, should I?
Mr.
Or,
Vice
sorry, Mr. Vice
President.
President.
Mr.
Mr. Vice
Sure.
President. Sadly, the fighting is ongoing.
You
Idiot!
Continue.
bureaucrat. What are you good for?
Where's the big hook? You know?
But perhaps there was some progress made, and we can capitalize it on it at some other time.
Okay.
We've learned a valuable lesson here, which
Don't
is
let me roll.
don't let you roll.
Now, Krista Halston, sorry, may take actually 2 military actions.
Ooh, okay.
Now, the military
Nice.
action.
Is that these tracks? Oh no, where are we looking for
So
military?
military actions, you can request the fast research for the. Now that won't take place until next year when we will know the results of that.
Okay.
You can direct intel gathering ops and put terror groups on our watch list and make progress against them.
Okay.
Okay. You can move or deploy U.S. forces around the world.
Ooh. Maybe we don't. Maybe we want to go for the Nobel Peace Prize
Not a bad idea.
and not get too militaristic.
You can either do arms sales to an ally, resupply an ally of war, but there's none at war,
Okay.
or you can do joint training with with an ally. You can initiate hostilities going to war or make a cyber attack, or you can use the nice side of the military, using military professionals to treat disease, build schools and clinics, and
Goodwill.
That's
create
not bad.
other infrastructure, but it has to be in a war-torn region.
Okay.
So there is no wars currently going on.
We'll save that one then. So this is what's really neat with this game is it's a complete sandbox where
Yeah.
you're just listing everything.
Yeah.
Like the number of options
I
we
know.
have here.
Are ridiculous.
Yes.
It's
It's
insane.
over 30.
It is for sure.
Yeah.
I'm leaning towards spying on a terror cell.
Why not? Let's
yeah.
do that.
And maybe we should look at one where it's just by itself, you know, because this
single.
is kind of a write-off. But maybe we can do some good down here.
Well, I might suggest you look at one that has a level 2. So
Okay.
whittle down those stronger ones.
Right.
So maybe tackle Central America, maybe you
Yeah.
want,
Let's do
or
that because
Southeast,
it's unstable. Maybe we can add some stability.
where it needs it most.
Yeah, that's right. Near home.
Right. Right.
Yeah,
Now-
let's do that. We're going to tackle this terror group here in Central
Okay.
America.
Now, just so you know as well, do you remember how I mentioned you were placing the national intelligence intel focus?
Yes.
This will give you an additional modifier to your die roll in
why do
doing
we-
intel
Why don't
operations
we
in
tackle
the Middle
these?
East.
Well, that sounds even better then.
Okay.
Let's whittle
Yeah.
one of those 2s down.
Man, it seems a little overwhelming, but if anyone
Hey,
can do
we
it,
gotta start somewhere.
Okay.
us.
So you can select 2 terror groups
okay.
and roll 1d6.
1d6.
Those two. 1d6.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Where's
got
your
rid of
die?
my good
Yeah,
one.
you got rid of your
All
Back
right.
to normal.
Here we go.
Okay. The first one.
4.
4.
First one is a success.
Nice.
So does it go to the
So-
gathering?
One?
The first group goes to the gathering box
Okay.
Okay.
of our intelligence operation.
I'm doing it.
Oh, sir.
You need to
All right.
redeem yourself.
How about a 1?
Oh, the second group is also on our radar, Mr. Vice President.
Oh. Gathering.
Wow.
So gathering. We are gathering intel on these 2 relatively major terror groups in the Middle East.
Excellent.
Excellent.
Okay.
All right. And just for your reference, Mr. President, as soon as they enter into the locating box here, we can perform airstrikes or drone strikes on them.
Ooh.
If they enter
Blow them to
the
bits.
if they enter the targeting box, then we can actually send in special ops soldiers and do a raid, which is generally more effective and
Eradicate.
less collateral damage.
Eradicate.
I have to confess, when you got so excited about this game, I thought you were a bit of a loser.
I thought you
because-
thought that anyway.
I mean, look at the number of look at everything going on, and
Yeah.
it felt meaningless. But now that you're bringing it to life and you're sort of enacting it, it feels like I'm the guy.
You're pulling the levers.
I am. I'm running the show here. Like this game makes you feel like a boss. This is good. If you want to feel super cool,
Continue along.
this is great. And my lackey here, I think, is having fun too.
I'm trying.
He isn't as effective as you are, though.
No. You're
Yeah,
really
but
leading the
I
charge
can't-
here, sir.
Can't get too cocky.
Humility.
Ms. Halston can take another action, right? Because that was only one action.
That was pretty good.
So
Did you want to keep terroring it?
You can keep doing the same action again if you'd like.
Yeah.
You could try to get them to the locating blocks. You could try to
We
target
could
2
really
groups.
clean it up there, eh?
You could clean up some other groups. You could do something different.
Or, you know what? Let's try something different. Let's spread the love around and try a different action. What else
Okay.
are you liking there?
Military actions. So we did this one.
Yep.
We could,
No, you did the intel. Can I just
Can we turn an unstable state?
see if that's stapled the right way? Just because it's. Oh yeah, that's right. So military is there and on the back.
Can we turn an unstable state into a stable state somehow?
But not militarily.
Not for
That's-
this?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's other.
And we can't do the thing where we send aid and eradicate disease. That doesn't do anything at this point.
Well, that gives you that improves the regional crisis level and their alignment with you. It helps build relationships, but it needs to be in a war-torn region. Let me see if civil war actually counts for that.
Okay.
That
That would be pretty
war-torn.
war-torn. Yeah, because we could really get these crisis levels under control. Well, I mean, they're not really a problem.
Or you could place the DARPA token.
Actually, where there's a civil war, you can take that action. So
Okay.
you can go in and send in military professionals
Actually,
to
Civil
build
War.
schools and to
Civil
build
War.
some infrastructure.
Sorry, I had forgotten about this one.
Yes.
Russia, Ukraine. Would
You
you,
can
tackle that?
you can attempt to calm
Better.
that one down.
Because
Better calm it down.
we're starting to build a better relationship there. Let's calm this relationship
All
down.
right.
Okay.
D10.
Yes.
Or sorry, that's that was that.
So it'd be Russia, Ukraine.
no, that's a diplomatic thing.
Sorry.
This
Okay.
is a military.
So why do we
this
why
is
don't
your
we tackle
Secretary of
the
Defense.
Civil War
Yeah, let's do
and do
it.
it there?
Okay.
Build
Keep
some
on
schools.
going in the Middle
Build some
East.
schools and use some military
clinics,
professionals.
create
Okay.
infrastructure.
Yes, I like it.
Okay.
D6
All
or
right.
D10 here?
Which region are you?
Middle
doing?
East.
Middle East again.
Okay. Yep. Okay. So
We're crushing it there.
roll a d10.
D10.
D10. All right. 5.
5. It has some effect. The schools have been built. There have been some clinics built, and they do appreciate it. It has lowered the regional crisis in the region.
Oh!
Things are feeling more settled. It may not have been as big an effect as we'd hoped for, but it is something.
And I feel good about myself.
Feel great.
Yes, this is good.
All right.
Okay, the world is a better place now.
So now Russia or China acts.
You got to roll. You got to
So
flip a coin.
roll to see
Or does he flip a coin?
1 to 5, or you can flip a coin. I notice it's an American quarter.
Heads.
Yes.
So
Heads.
Heads or what?
Or
China?
China. Tails. Russia.
Russia acts.
Russia it is.
Okay.
Tails. I had to look because I don't know American money. In Canada, it's so obvious we've got like cartoon characters.
I know, and a moose.
Yeah, Americans so formal looking money.
Okay. So first of all, we look at the amount of tension. So if you could flip over all the tension markers.
Oh, boy.
There is a total of
boy.
4
Four.
tension.
4 tensions. Okay.
Okay.
So
Maybe we should have reduced that first a little more.
We did. We got
did
2 of them
couple.
off. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
yeah. And what's the total
4.
there?
4.
Okay.
It's not terrible.
Postures 2. You
Okay.
need it?
So, randomly increase one of Russia's conflict tracks by 1. Let's see. So,
Okay.
The conflict track. Is that over? That's over here.
yeah.
So how about we do
so
start counting?
Russia has 2 conflict tracks, so you can flip the coin.
Okay.
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 Oh, it's random.
Yeah,
Heads
it's
for
a
NATO,
random-
tails for Ukraine. Tails.
Tails. Ukraine, the relationship gets worse. Mr. President, they're 1 step away from war.
That is
Okay.
good.
So that was pretty much the opposite of what we were going for.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So
Bollocks.
So you got problems in the Ukraine.
now Russia is going to attempt to improve their strategic capabilities. They get 3 opportunities.
Ooh.
And
Okay.
they're first going to start out with strategic recon because they feel very inferior to our
Are you gonna roll
abilities
this?
in that area.
Yeah, you better take this
Nato,
to
you
board
gotta
game
roll these.
D&D.
Okay.
You're gonna be right.
All right.
Yeah, you're the bad guy in this.
They increase their abilities
Yeah.
by 1.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Next, they are going to try cyber warfare.
Oh, of course they are.
They
7.
do not succeed with cyber warfare, and they do not succeed with their strategic missiles.
Brilliant.
Kiss the ring.
Neil. Allegiance.
Next, they are going to try to make 2 espionage attempts to steal information from us and our allies.
This is why cybersecurity is so important.
Oh,
Yes,
well
it is.
focused.
Yes, lesson learned.
Very much. So we're going to see.
10!
Ooh, that's not good.
Oh, yes.
For Russia.
Okay.
Our servers are full on.
Okay.
What do you call them from Android Netrunner? Our
Our servers.
what's that? Ice. Our
The
ice.
ice is very strong. Very strong.
They're not busting through.
No. Hack as they may.
So we don't have we don't have any bonuses there or anything like that. So
Nice.
so the we get a free DARPA thing on our because there was a failure that so they hacked in basically. They did some
What?
cyber intel means.
Oh, don't worry.
And
Don't
this
worry.
caused a bit of panic at our at the Pentagon. So they have instituted some fast research. They're trying to speed up the research to improve our cyber capabilities. However,
Brilliant.
the next time that they try and do an espionage attempt, which I believe is likely next turn, they get +2 to their
+2. Terrible.
Oh, jeez.
and I'll have to dig out that counter.
So this game is essentially a huge program, and you push a button, and then it resolves depending on.
Yeah, and a bunch of trickle down too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yep, yep.
It's heavier on the dice than I thought it would be.
Yes.
I confess that a lot of your success will be
Die roll.
contingent on a good die roll.
Yeah. So the next attempt they try is they've stolen some of our technology, Mr. President.
Oh boy.
They are going
ChatGPT
to
is now theirs.
Yeah, they have stolen naval forces training and technology. So all things considered, we're already well ahead of them in that department. So it's not as bad as it could have been.
That's all right. That's
Okay. Next, they are going to try to improve their economy, and
man, they get a lot of turns.
they do.
Is this all
They
because we
improve?
did this move,
No, it was their turn.
or this was going to happen anyway?
This was going to happen anyway. Yeah,
Okay.
it's just.
Do they improve
as soon
to
as we get
5?
here. No, they actually stay
At
the
their current rate.
same. Or how many
They're level
influence do they have in the Eurozone
Oh,
and Central South Asia? Just 2.
1 and Central South Asia.
Yeah.
Central South Asia. One
Okay.
each. One each.
Yeah.
2
So
total.
they get an improving economy marker.
Okay.
So their economy is
Okay.
improving.
So we need to maybe start targeting some Russia, Chinese influence around the world.
Yeah. So what is the value on their?
Do these tension markers stay, NATO, or are they gone now?
They will. I think just keep them for now. What you do
Okay.
is you draw half of them. You throw them in, and then you would draw half of them back out and put them face
Okay.
down. So it doesn't. They
Alright.
don't disappear.
So they
but
almost resolve a little
They
bit. but-
resolve a little bit. Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Okay, so what is the value on their state of the economy? So they get 5 actions. Okay, so the first thing they're going to do is in Central South Asia. Is there a lot of terror? No, not quite. Not a lot.
2.
Okay, so first of all, what they're going to do is there is a lot of internal dissent going on right now in Russia, but they deal with it quite easily.
Even on a 10? Oh,
Yeah.
man.
So it's
So right now, just we're on this here where it's either Russia or China, and
Yeah.
you rolled Russia.
Yes.
yeah.
They get to
Yes.
act. Okay.
Yeah. So okay. So now they're going to actually. I'm going to use this because they have 5 actions. I find you to use a D10 and just to track
nice.
this.
Yeah.
Right. So if you
He's
want to
so
roll
clever.
a different D10
Yep.
and just see, they're using
Oh,
their
jeez.
cyber attacks.
5.
Jeez. They did their cyber attacks. So they have been targeting the European Union cohesion. Okay, so now they are they need to.
That's NATO.
Yeah,
Where is the EU?
the EU is Eurozone.
Okay.
Okay.
8.
They're
And
rolling so badly.
They're rolling
Yes.
I'm loving it.
they did attempt
Okay.
it, but they actually failed.
Ooh.
Okay. Then there's one more attack here.
Oh, not good.
That's not good.
Now they're targeting our economy.
Good thing it's so strong.
Yeah.
And they unfortunately do have some success. It does disrupt some things in our economy. They hacked into Wall Street, and so our economy is trending
Down.
down.
Okay.
Boy.
It's just trending, but
Yeah.
it's not there yet.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So now they're going to initiate multi-domain, low-intensity gray zone attacks to attack other regions. Is there
Sheesh.
anywhere where they have 3 influence?
No, I don't think 3.
No. They've only got a single everywhere. Hey.
Okay.
Yep. 1
So-
or 0.
Yep.
Okay.
That's good.
So
Let's keep it that way.
Yeah. You want to.
so they are going to place an influence in Eastern Europe.
Okay.
Okay. And okay. So that's 3. Oh, trying to find 3. Oop, there we go. Okay.
Man, they got a lot
Now
of turns.
they want to
do,
do.
they do.
Now they're under multilateral sanctions. They want to do a compromise to try and remove that.
Oh, that's fine.
So
that actually, we were going to help them with that, so it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
If they do this, it's fine.
okay. So
So now you've played this game on Tabletop Simulator.
I have.
Digitally. How does the experience compare in real life to the digital?
You know what's really neat in real life is that you can actually see a lot more easily everything that's going
you want
on.
to like zoom around?
No, yeah, to find digitally, you have to kind of zoom into different sections to sort of see what the bigger
Right.
what's doing. And this is just a lot more all at once, and the tactile's nice.
Yes.
Yeah, I like
It's
it.
much easier to target the tracks and.
okay.
But knowing you, the setup on this would be a bit of an
A
obstacle.
complete hindrance. Yeah, there's
Yes.
no way
Yeah.
I would set this up. So yeah,
Yeah.
this is great to play with NATO.
That's why you invite
It's
NATO.
great to play with NATO. Yes.
It takes care of the grunt work.
So they attempted to remove the sanctions on them, but the hardliners in the Kremlin refused to compromise. So those sanctions remain. Then they attempted to build their force relative to NATO, and they ended up increasing their relative strength to NATO. So they are actually in a good position overall to.
We need to take care of that.
Yes, get on it, sir.
Yeah.
And now, finally, with their last action, they're going to attempt to help Iran with their nuclear program.
Ooh.
And
That looks like
It may have happened.
unfortunately, they do.
Oh man.
So Iran has now mating warheads, and tensions are now to
Sounds
be.
inappropriate.
A little bit, a little dicey.
Tensions are now
Ooh,
to be.
dicey.
See what I did there? So tensions are now to be added to Iran, Israel, and Gulf states.
Okay.
Tension here,
Yeah, Iran,
here.
Israel, and Gulf states. Because obviously they're feeling a little bit nervous.
Pressurized.
This one here.
Yep. You got her.
Okay.
Okay. So now you can dump the tension counters in there. There's 3 going
3 of
in.
them?
So draw
Yes.
one of them out face down. And
Yes.
that. There we go. Okay.
That's better. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, Mr. President, you may attempt any 3
What
actions.
do you want to do?
Okay. I'm thinking we need to take care of the Russian NATO
Yes,
situation.
yes.
Yes,
You're
you
sure
need to
Ukraine.
bring that down.
Yeah, that's got
Let's
to.
turn it
Temperature
down.
down.
Man, the
Okay.
India-China is not good either, eh?
No, India-China's peaceful. It's
total
just
calm?
that yeah.
You don't want it to go to 5.
Oh, okay.
The
level
conflict
5.
status is actually relatively low, except here is a very big risk right now.
Oh,
what's
okay.
going
So
on.
actually, that one's more of a risk than this one.
Yeah, this one is. I mean, obviously, it's something where. So what they did was they improved their relative strength. So if there's a war,
Right.
then
Yeah.
they have.
So they're going to be pretty dominant.
A better military.
Okay, so which one do you prefer, Russia, Ukraine, or
Russia,
Russia,
Ukraine.
NATO?
You don't want them going to
Okay.
war. Let's calm it down.
Yeah.
Bring down the temperature.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay, so
Okay.
D10?
Yep. Just a sec here.
Take the good one.
Yeah. Take the.
Yeah.
Okay, so Okay, so your diplomatic rating of your Secretary of State gives you a -1.
Excellent.
Okay.
Oh, right, that's good.
Yes, -1.
And
Want it?
what is the? Is this involving Russia?
Yes.
So what is the number? So do you see at the bottom of the track there on the relations? So it's a +1, right?
Yeah,
So
+1.
that
Okay,
cancels
so it
out
cancels
the.
out. So we end
And
up
a nine.
Oh boy, a 9.
9.
No effect.
It's better than
Yeah.
sometimes it goes up.
Yeah, that's.
Sometimes it goes up.
Can we try that one again for our second action?
Yes, you may.
Do
Okay,
it.
Cax, you try. I
right.
failed. I failed.
All right, all
I'm
right.
so sorry.
Oh, that's all right. Oh, there we go.
There we go.
That may have done it.
Awesome.
That may have just
All
done
right.
it.
So actually, Mr. Vice President, your diplomatic skill really came through.
My savvy.
With
I knew it would.
I know.
with
You sent the
Russia
right man.
and
Actually, yeah, that's
Ukraine.
actually kind of a win for me.
I know.
So the-
Two spots.
The conflict has calmed down a little bit.
Oh, one. Sorry,
Okay.
one.
Okay, and actually the even Russia liked the way that you handled it,
Ooh.
and trending pro-U.S. sentiment has been rising in.
Wow. We can almost
In
get them
the,
to a neutral.
Killing
area.
it there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's good.
Flash, that was action number 2.
Now, do we have to do anything to advance this terror group locating?
You can do an intel action and advance attempt.
Would
to
this be our
advance
third
them.
action then?
Yeah.
Would be.
Oh,
what
sorry,
else do we
and
see?
Vice President Cax, remove 1 tensions counter from Russia,
Oh, that was effective.
Excellent.
and the public
gonna
got
put it in the
wind
cup.
of how effective you were and boosted their approval.
Oh! One spot to 46?
Yep.
Okay.
So your efforts there were
Really?
very
Wow.
well received.
Okay.
Okay.
You know what, Cax? Do you want to try again for what was it? Space?
Yeah. Let's do it. We can do
Oh
space.
no, that is only at the beginning of the
That's
turn.
not an action. Okay.
Yeah. So,
Okay,
Alright.
so then you're down
So-
to the
so
terror
what are
groups.
you looking to do?
Hmm.
What would you like to do? Because again, it's all color coded, and you can do any action you like.
Right.
So
Ooh.
you can.
What are you thinking? Terror groups. We can actually
move
maybe
terror
get
groups
Russia
through?
to neutral here because now that
Yeah.
they're trending, the next step is to move
Or
them
do we
up.
want to keep working on this mess?
We can keep tackling the Middle
Yeah.
East.
What about? Can we tackle the Civil War?
Yeah, you can attempt to negotiate.
Why
a
don't we
peace.
try that?
Let's do it. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, let's try
Roll the
to
die.
We'll make a
Okay.
piece. Just for our viewers so they can see us trying something different.
Yes.
And
time.
also we need Nate to fish through another
Booklet.
rulebook.
Find the right one.
okay. That's
But some of
okay.
you out there are probably wondering, how would you do that?
Flash.
This is
Yeah.
it.
Is this a game that you would play in this format again?
Only with NATO here.
Exactly.
With
Which you
NATO
would.
here, this is brilliant.
You would
This is
tackle it.
fun. I feel a little guilty because he's doing all the
Oh,
hard
no,
work and
that's
I'm getting
all
all the fun.
No.
That's all right.
This is his element. He loves
You
this kind
can
of stuff.
spend an action point again to
Reduce.
reduce the. I see. You were
I
Spending
was at 24.
prestige.
We were at 24 at
Yeah.
the time.
You were
Okay.
spending prestige. So anyway, and now
Yeah,
you
I
can
think
do
it's
that.
always worth
Yep.
using it. If we've
Yep.
got it, let's use it.
Big time.
Right? No
Okay.
sense leaving it on the docks.
All right.
So drop her down by 1. And you're
6,
5.
5.
Unfortunately, sir, the conflict continues.
Oh,
Tough roll there.
Not
okay.
received especially.
That was your
well.
third action.
We did what we could.
All right.
So we just failed.
Yes.
Epically.
Epic. So now it's time to draw a crisis chip. This will determine the cards that are the number of cards.
Mr.
that are drawn.
Mr. President, are you sure?
I defer
Oh boy.
to your superior experience and
Okay.
intelligence.
It is going to be
Oh,
2.
Cascading events, so that's where that one comes
that
back to
is
haunt
going
us.
to be one of the cascading events will
Okay.
come back to haunt.
Oh boy.
So
There's only 2.
there's only 2 at the moment.
Okay.
So,
Draw the better one.
All right. I did draw the better one.
Oh, good.
Yes, we better hold it out.
so this is the Russian military intimidation in around the Baltic states.
Oh, yes.
Even though you've worked really hard to improve your relationship, they are still rattling their saber
you go.
around. Add the 2 tension counters to Russia.
Okay. Oh, don't.
Again.
Little peek.
2 onto
2 on Russia.
NATO.
Okay. 2 on Russia, 2 on NATO.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, NATO has got a
I know they are
Oh man,
stressed.
we better do
And
something.
1 on the UK.
Oh boy. Even the UK is feeling a little heat.
Trending anti-US to US-Russia relations. So
But we
that-
were pro-US. Does that
they
just
were
cancel?
trending
Neutralized.
close, it cancels. Yeah.
Okay, that's all right.
Okay.
That's fine. Could have been
All
worse.
right. And now we roll a d10. And actually, we add one. How many units in Eastern Europe? Just 1 of our units? Yes,
One.
just 1.
One
Okay.
chopper. Get to the chopper.
Get to the light
7.
army.
Again, backlash. Backlash occurs because of their saber rattling around the Baltic.
Against Russia.
Remove one Russian influence counter from the Eurozone or Eastern Europe.
Oh, now which one, sir?
Oh.
Well, no. There's one. Where did they get one back?
They just got one last turn here.
Where do you want to take it from?
Ooh, we got a real problem here.
I
Let's
know.
take care of it.
I agree.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, just hold it in my
Roll
drink.
over here. In the
Right
casket.
Okay,
Permanently
and one
removed from
tension
game.
counter to NATO and Russia.
NATO and Russia again.
NATO, that stack of tensions. They
That is
are,
not a good thing.
they are really stressed.
Okay, NATO is not happy.
Okay, so now that goes into the 3 deck.
Oh boy.
So that could come back again.
Again in a third
Now the
way.
interesting thing is, though, actually, if you do roll,
A 1.
you know what? No, it's
negative
it's
1.
not that roll's probably the best result actually for that one.
Was it?
Yeah, in some ways. Okay.
Nicely done, sir.
So what we do is we look here.
Enjoy this.
I've never had such respect for these two in my life. Normally I'm getting kneecapped by them.
Big time.
This is, for that reason alone, I'm enjoying this.
So this is a cascading event. Do you see the plus? That means you must draw another crisis.
Oh boy. Cascadia Central.
Oh, there we go.
Draw.
1 crisis card.
Draw
one
one
crisis.
crisis
That's
Not bad.
card.
Oh, but there's a plus on
So
it.
there's a plus on it, so you get to draw it again.
Oh boy.
Okay. Mr. President, this news is just in. This is immediate importance. Pakistan has started shelling Indian border troops in Kashmir.
Ooh.
Of course they have.
Okay.
We heard rumblings this might happen. I know.
Unfortunately, India-Pakistan's conflict has increased, and regional crisis is up 1 level in Central South Asia.
Crisis level.
Oh,
Things
no.
are getting
The
very,
ramping.
very
heated.
dangerous.
We're gonna need to
We need to draw some
pop a
attention.
visit over there.
Pop a visit. Papa Wheelie.
Counters on India, and
Oh,
one
my
on
Lord,
China.
we're gonna run out of these things.
Tension counters.
One on China.
1 on China. Okay. People's Republic of China. And where
Where were
was
the
the
other
2?
two?
Huh?
The other 2
You
tensions?
said 2 on somewhere, 1 on China.
2 on India, 1 on China.
Okay. So India's starting to stack too.
Yeah.
Not good.
There's a lot of.
I
global
think
tension here.
NATO might be a
Okay.
priority.
So we haven't earned a single legacy point yet.
No, not yet.
When does that happen?
It can happen when if you win wars, for example, or if you pass landmark legislation.
We haven't even thought about legislation yet.
Yeah,
we should
See?
think
It's
about
coming.
it, Bill.
It's
Yeah.
coming. Yeah.
I think there's a lot more
Okay.
pressing matters.
So next you have to draw another crisis chip.
Oh, my
because
Lord.
because you kept drawing the one with the plus, but this
Okay.
is the last one.
no matter what.
No matter what, this is
Domestic
the last
crisis.
one. Oh boy.
Oh boy. That is not good.
Do I put this
Okay.
right here?
Yes. So this one you just roll, and this is a kind of a unique event happens.
A D6 or D10?
I believe D10.
D10. Roll away flash.
I defer.
Oh! To the Vice President. You're off on Air Force
I bless
One,
you,
right?
my son.
Oh, 3.
Yes.
Could be good. Could be
Yes,
good.
that could be very good.
Okay.
Could also be terrible.
So 3.
I like how he kind of tips it up so I can't see.
I can't even read over
it
his
would
shoulder.
destroy the narrative if I saw behind
Ruin
the
everything.
screen.
The curtain.
The great
Okay,
wizard.
so a tensions marker gets placed on your lowest priority
That's fine.
Okay.
here.
It wasn't
Okay,
happening
which
anyway.
Domestic
blocks
crisis.
it blocks that roll.
That's not happening.
So there's a health crisis, an epidemic. It's I don't know,
Oh.
monkey flu, whatever.
Okay.
Okay.
No.
Swine
So
flu.
domestic
Swine flu.
crisis levels in
Ravaging.
the U.S. increased by 1.
Which levels?
Domestic crisis.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh dear.
Yeah. The public is furious with how you have not handled this very well and
dear.
didn't anticipate.
We deserve
things.
that.
You lose 6% approval.
Okay. Hadn't seen that coming.
Healthcare reform now is the
Sheesh.
number 1 priority for the public in their.
Oh, so do we have to switch that out?
Yeah. So.
Healthcare reform, right
Put
there.
her in.
Oh, it's there.
This one?
No, that's your priority.
That's ours. Okay. Yeah.
Replace it from my cup here.
Okay.
Let's do that.
Wow, you have quite a little collection over
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
You keep them straight.
Wow.
Where's healthcare?
Superior brain power.
Healthcare.
Your brain power.
Healthcare is now that, so Homeland Security has dropped off the list of importance. Healthcare is number one.
Notice education still's in there.
No, it isn't.
Education, not
Yeah,
so.
no.
Nowhere to be found.
They're
What?
happy. Okay, so that is the domestic crisis that you've been faced with. So now,
When's the good stuff happening?
now one of your allies acts.
One of your allies is gonna.
Finally.
We're getting-
Oh, here we go. Starting to get all doom
Team
and
D.
gloomy.
The
Allies,
D team.
Rogues.
Yeah, so play there.
The D team is going to be some of these guys over here. Some of these countries are going to interject some help now.
Nice.
So the allies.
I don't know which ones are which though, but NATO will tell
So
us.
D squad.
The allies are very, very useful. So if you have an alliance, for example, with Israel, if you're very close, you can do 2 joint actions together.
Okay.
If you're close, you can do 1 joint action, or if you are estranged, you're not estranged with anyone, but
Nice.
but you can.
For example, maybe if we get NATO, we can start
Yeah.
reducing tension.
Yeah, we
So-
really need to do that.
Actually, it's great that you pulled that because that was completely random. Canada is the first ally who
Brilliant.
gets to do.
Oh! Now,
They're so
And
cute.
so-
out
We're
there.
very close with Canada.
We're very close. You
Yeah.
get 2 joint
Other than that, all
actions.
that smoke they're sending down
know,
here.
I know, I
It's
know.
killing me. We need to do
Yes.
something to
Smoky
address
bears.
those wildfires.
Yes. So your possible joint actions are intel. Okay, so you can again locate terror groups and
Okay,
so
like
forth.
right here.
Now,
Boring.
if Canada does, Canada can influence anything in the continental United States.
Okay.
They can influence
Can we
the
decrease
Eurozone.
the domestic crisis level in CONUS?
No, that I don't think you can do that. So,
What about? Oh yeah.
so Canada can affect the Eurozone, Central and
Yes.
South
Eurozone.
America.
Eurozone.
There you go, there you go.
We're in. Yep.
Okay,
Send
so
us
you
over.
can do intel.
Angela
You
Merkel's
can do a
waiting for us.
raid. You can attempt to stabilize a region, which is to attempt to improve the stability of the region.
What about tensions?
So, like an unstable state could become stable.
Yes.
Okay.
What about tensions?
Now,
Anything for tensions in there?
yes, they can remove stress. They can remove, but only from. You can spend an action to only remove it from themselves.
From Canada.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah. So, or what you can do is request humanitarian aid in any region, okay, and make a and that decreases like the regional crisis level. So you can do any 2 actions
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
We'd like to decrease the regional crisis
So
level in Central
in conjunction
South
with
Asia.
Canada, you're going to attempt to.
Okay, I'm doing it.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Mr.
Yes.
President.
Your
Props.
results with working with Canada, you've had an appreciable effect and reduced the tensions by 1 box.
I won. Okay.
Yeah.
Wish it was
That's
2.
all right. I wish
Okay.
it was 2-2. Canada's
Now you can also
effective.
do a second action.
Okay.
I will say that Canada's strength in working with us is intel is actually quite good. It's an automatic success if you try it, and you can get 2 intel successes per action.
One,
So,
two.
Yeah.
but it
Oh,
can
yeah.
only be in their area of influence, which is the Eurozone, CONUS, Central America, or South America.
Central America.
Okay. Central America.
And you can do 2. I think
Okay.
you get to target
They
2
would-
groups, right?
Yep, 2 groups.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Yep.
So Canada helps you with some intel gathering in Central America. We are targeting the cartels. They are on our radar now. We're not yet able to strike at them, but they are on our radar.
Get ready,
We
guys.
are
We're
aware.
coming.
We are aware.
Yes.
Now, Gulf states is the next ally that we can work with. We have a close relationship with them, so you may choose one of those actions.
Oh, tensions there.
So they
Get rid of those
can,
tensions.
so they can actually de-escalate on their track. May not be worth it though.
Can
at
they
this
tackle
point.
their tensions?
They can remove tensions on themselves. Yes, up to two tension markers. They can do intel, but only on 1 group, automatic, and they can attempt to stabilize the region. As
Can we get rid of the Civil War?
No, that's not within their purview.
So you could actually drop the level 2 terror to locating.
I'd like to see what's
Automatically.
happening there. Do you want to do that?
What's that?
Move that guy over?
Yeah.
Yeah. We'd
Okay.
like to see that.
But only
Okay.
one. I think only
It's
one,
automatic,
only one of them
so-
move.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Perfect.
they help give you some insight into that level 2 terror group.
Okay.
Okay. Now there is one rogue state on the map in
Right here.
in Central South Asia. So if you
Nice.
could roll the dice on
10.
them, yep.
8.
8.
Okay. So whichever one has the higher, who has more tension markers, Iran or North Korea?
Iran or North Korea?
Iran 0.
Oh, sorry. Before we do
North
that, sorry. One
Korea.
last thing. Sorry.
DPRK is South Korea.
Sorry. Before you do that, sorry to
North.
interrupt.
Oh, okay. One each. So they're
No, Iran
Iran
has
has
2.
two.
So
Oh,
it'll be
sorry.
Iran acting. Sorry, Canada also gets a unilateral action. So that means that they get a... they do an action on their own.
Oh, great.
Okay?
Okay.
Dive
Sure.
in, boys.
So, yep. So,
So nice working with Canada.
yeah.
They're
Such friendly
They're
people.
good people up there.
Yeah.
The Great White North.
So if you could roll, and we'll see what Canada does
Canada.
on their own.
Canada. Canada. Come on. 4.
Okay, trade. So they focus on trade, and you can choose the you roll to see whether the economic impact is in. It's
4.
in the eurozone. So the economy is
good.
improving in the eurozone
Excellent.
because of Canada's trade
Yes.
They're hard work.
advances.
They're doing
I
great.
mean, there may be a lot of
Yeoman's
tension,
job
but they
for us.
are really, really
sure.
economically
And
savvy.
then Gulf states also begins some action there.
9.
Okay,
Maybe
and what
not
are their
as great.
tension? What are the tensions on them?
2.
So flip it over.
Oh, okay.
Oh boy. Still two. Yes,
2.
it's 2.
It's 2.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Could be worse.
uh,
I don't know how he finds
Processes all this? I know.
and-
I know. He's like, okay. It's like,
yeah, like it's
booklet
playing.
4A. All right.
Yeah, like we're playing like real time.
I know,
And the
yeah,
guy's
keep
able
it
to
up.
find this so quickly.
so unfortunately, Mr. President, they've renewed offensives in Yemen.
Ah.
So 2
Get
tensions.
the tension cup.
Yeah.
In the Gulf, in the Gulf state.
I dropped and spilled the tension cups.
That's all right. We need 2.
You
of
only
them?
need the few, yes. I'll
2 of
roll
them?
in there. So
In the Gulf
yeah, so
states?
let me do this here. So 2 tensions on Gulf states
Oh boy.
and Iran.
And Iran, 2 tensions there
Yeah.
too.
Increase the
Oh boy.
2 in Iran.
2 in Iran.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
the Iran and Gulf states conflict increases to 3. So they're moving a
Oh,
bit
this was
towards war.
Machine die roll.
That was bad. That's a 9 for you. Does the regional crisis move at all?
Don't give him any ideas.
He's reading as fast as he can.
Yeah.
Generally, that goes
So
up.
in fact, they actually go to war with Yemen.
What?
Okay.
It just happens that quick?
Yeah.
A war breaks out?
War breaks out. They
Oh,
have
jeez.
they've chosen to attack Yemen.
Oh, jeez.
So you know what this reminds me of is when we
So
played.
is there a war number 1 there now?
Yep. So take a war marker
Oh,
there.
boy. You know when we played Churchill, and the right side of the board, Nate like makes everything happen. He's like,
Yeah.
you roll this, and
Yeah,
this
yeah,
happens,
yeah,
and that
yeah,
happens.
yeah.
Except for some reason in Churchill, I don't like that phase of the game.
Right.
Yeah.
But in this, I'm enjoying this, and I can't
This is-
explain why there's a difference there.
Because that's all this game is.
Yes.
We don't have that other side
Yeah.
of the game. It is only the Nate telling us.
But amplifying something I don't like into a bigger spread would make you think I would hate it even more.
No, I know.
I tolerate it in
That's
Churchill.
because, that's because
Yeah.
this is a complete sandbox.
It is, yeah.
We don't have that in Churchill. It's
Can't
prescribed.
explain it, but this
It's
is
more prescribed to Churchill.
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
This is complete
this is
wide open.
This is really wide open.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, and there's
Right.
negative effects happening, but overall, it's guided by where we choose to.
It's
target.
your choice of what to do.
Yeah. So
So War 1 in Yemen
so Gulf
and Gulf
states,
states.
Gulf states is strength 5. So on War 1, do you see where it says? And this will be all off camera, but
Yeah.
do you see where it says the strength?
Let's just give them a little peek of this.
Sure.
Yeah.
So
I'll
we're
try
on
and
War
hold it.
1 here. I've just placed. So we're going to do 5 strength on the 1. NATO? 5 on 5? is it?
Sorry, no. So it goes here,
Okay, and then I have a 3.
and then the Gulf states. Yeah. So they're the defender,
Okay.
and then so far put the conflict. There's one of those conflict markers there.
The conflict
and that
type.
goes on a combined air-ground war.
Okay.
And it starts out at a stalemate
Okay.
Mm.
there.
And
So
we will worry
golf's-
about that later.
Yeah. So yep. So golf.
Good luck.
Yes. Oh, slide.
Pretty good.
All right. And let me just check to see
Man,
one thing.
there's a lot going on in this game.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
This
yeah.
is, like in our intro, we said this is the biggest, baddest
we've ever
game. Like
tackled.
the biggest game we've tackled.
Like
and
bar
it
none.
really is.
Bar none.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, have you ever played one this expansive?
No, I don't think so.
No.
I mean, there's some games, some military games that are fairly involved, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
None to this caliber for us.
Just
anyway.
the number
This
of
is
tokens,
amazing.
the number of
Yeah.
different elements. But as you've said, it doesn't feel like once you get the essence of it, it doesn't feel that overwhelming.
No,
And I know that's because you've digested and processed most
yeah,
of
so
the
spend
rules.
some time with it. Yeah.
And I would have no idea what I'm doing, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Last thing was the rogue states. So we were looking
Right.
at Iran.
This one over here
acting,
in Central
right?
South Asia.
Yes.
Yeah. So Iran activates.
Activates. So all
yeah,
the tension
No,
markers.
yeah. So
Reveal.
yep.
Oh boy.
Reveal the.
All right, here we
not
go.
what I was hoping for.
Iran is about to
Oh, it just
hit.
blew
no
up.
effect. Okay, well, it's a
4.
4.
Oh, okay. So 4. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So roll the dice to see what Iran gets up to.
Oh boy.
He secretly wants
I
this
don't
to
even
be
know
a
if it's
huge
high or low
success.
anymore. 1.
Oh,
One.
wow. Okay, that was a good roll.
Was it? Okay, good.
All right. So they increase the oil supply they're sending to China. So China gets an influence
Huh.
In where?
in Middle East, and China's economy begins to improve. So just below that.
China hasn't been a huge factor in this game.
They're
yet.
coming. Their
So-
turn
Now
comes.
discard the tension markers.
That's
and take,
it?
Take half as many. Yeah, because the roll was low. Take half as many. I think there were 4
2.
on there.
Yep. So
Yeah.
2 new ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, and I got a
So-
special little one here for you for POTUS.
No, that one shouldn't be in
In
there.
the wrong cup.
In the wrong. I was in cup 4.
These are beautiful little cups.
They're
Color
really
yellow.
nice. Well, really cold water too. All right.
Okay.
Is that all
So-
the allies?
Yeah. So next up is our
Minus 1 to
oh no,
box media.
POTUS, your cabinet. You get to roll for these. So
Okay.
there's tensions on here, so you can't roll for the addressing domestic.
So shall we start
crises,
with our number 1
which
priority?
actually would have been helpful.
Oh, it's a D6 that we're rolling here. We're
yeah,
rolling a
D6 for this.
Okay.
All right.
So you can
Starting with number 5.
yeah.
Number 5.
Well, whichever order you want, really.
4.
You need a 1 or 2.
Failed.
So that does not work.
Let's go to number 2 up. 1 to 4 here we need.
5.
Missed it.
You're in.
All right.
I
POTUS
bring in the
number
cax.
3 here. Homeland
1 to 3
Security.
success.
Got it.
Nailed it.
So it goes over to here.
Yeah, so you can decrease terror group in the U.S. by 1 level, if none, +1 to Homeland Security and -2 to public approval. So
Oh.
you up your Homeland Security.
And the public hate us for it?
they don't like you.
Down to 38
What?
we go. Brutal. I
Yeah,
don't even know why I
you were a
wanted
little
that.
bit heavy-handed with
Jeez,
your
okay.
policy on that
economy.
aspect.
Economy. This is the big one. 3.
Got it.
Success. Oh, we just needed 1 to 5 there.
Yeah, very easy.
Yeah. So place an improving marker.
Yes.
Now, so that cancels out our worsening economy.
Okay,
Nice.
and then
So we're-
improving relations with Congress on a 1 to 3. Missed.
Missed. Okay.
Not so good.
Sorry, Mr. President, I tried my
I
best.
failed you too, so
Yeah, we both failed.
We failed together. Fail forward together.
So, media relations
Down by
go
1.
down by 1, just because as time goes on, Mr. President,
They're
the
getting
press
tired of
just
us.
gets tired of you.
That's right. And
Yeah.
then we get 2 domestic
Two domestic
actions.
actions. So
Yes.
whichever domestic actions you would like.
Can we
to do.
improve domestic crisis levels?
You can.
Yes, that's what we want to do.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Good call.
No question here.
Yes.
Yeah, we got to
you
get
gotta
that away
keep
from
that
the,
under control.
the fall from roll
There's-
failure.
decrease
There's a
tensions?
lot of sorry,
The decreased tensions, is that the one?
from an ally, rival, or rogue state.
Okay.
So that might be, say, NATO. You may want to
Right.
remove some tensions there. That's, but sorry, domestic actions. So those are only for.
So what about domestic crises? He wants to lower his
domestic
crises
is
here.
and
Okay.
until here.
NATO he can drop this down, right? He can attempt to.
That's
It's not
what we-
automatic. Yeah.
No, he's got to
Yeah,
roll.
that's what we need to
And
do.
be warned, it could go up if you roll terribly.
Yeah.
To attempt to resolve a domestic crisis, moving it left on the track.
Yeah.
There's a chance of improving or worsening.
If you
Yes.
roll badly.
Yes, so we don't want to do that, but we're going to try it anyways.
Well, I think we need to.
Although
We
if
need
it's
to.
worse, that means
then we're in big
we
trouble.
get a failure.
We're in doo-doo, but you know what? It's gonna maybe go that way anyway.
no guts, no glory.
Exactly.
Let's
D10.
fix it.
NATO.
D10 us.
If you don't mind,
Yes, there you go.
don't roll 10.
Me or you?
I'm not rolling.
No, you
this.
do.
I'm not rolling.
Okay, I'm
this.
doing it. All right, I got it. 5.
Oh,
All right,
middle of the
middling.
road.
Nothing
Nothing happens.
Nothing.
Too neutral.
No, thankfully, because
Thankfully.
Cax's skill in
Ooh.
Letting you
addressing
roll?
domestic issues decrease the domestic
Yes.
Excellent.
by 1 box,
Breathing room.
and the public likes what they see increase by 1
Woohoo.
on the
Pretty
public
strong
approval.
there.
You know,
40,
we're
well,
staying-
you're holding steady.
Yeah. Now, in your game, what was your public approval?
Around
20,
20,
22. Oh, yeah. It was
They
bottom.
hate me.
I think
Cax in his game is up around like 56,
Are you
56.
They love me.
60.
Well,
He went on 60 minutes, and they
loved it. They loved every.
Yeah,
They couldn't.
Oh,
they couldn't
they
get
did a whole
enough.
Who couldn't like
profile
this
of
guy?
him.
That's why I brought him in.
Charmer.
Why were you such a jerk?
I don't know.
I think
just
didn't
like
the
me.
Middle East just
Not
go
so good on TV.
Yeah, no, I just I don't.
Get a
I don't
face
do
for
well.
radio.
what have you?
So, okay, so now we have a legislative opportunity to introduce bills. Okay.
Okay.
So first of
one
all, we need to roll to see how the sausage is made, as they call it.
Oh no! I never want to see how the sausage is made.
The sausage
I know.
factory.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, so
Not
this
something I'm interested in.
yeah, so go ahead and roll, and we'll see
D10?
what happens.
D10.
A D6.
Oh, D6. Whoa,
sorry.
whoa.
See if you can do better.
All right. Let's try that one on this, and it's a 4.
And
It's a 4. Okay. All right. So an influence scandal at the Treasury causes market flash crash.
Oh boy.
Place a worsening economy on the state of the economy, and unfortunately,
Yeah.
public approval drops by 4%.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Yes, they did
Hammer
not.
time.
It was a scandal at the Treasury, and they did
That's
not like it.
Jeez.
So,
Okay.
all right. So now we can introduce a bill. Okay. Now you,
Yes,
Mr.
finally,
President,
everybody
Yeah,
your
this is your moment to shine.
Energy.
Yes.
Education,
Energy.
sir.
You can introduce
Energy independence.
All right.
Yep.
what's top of
health.
mind right now is healthcare in the
Healthcare?
public's eyes. So
But it's
you
not
can-
even on his list. Is he still able to?
I can bring that in.
Yes. So they have the bill here.
Ooh, well, it seems like we might want to address their needs. Let's do this for the people.
Okay. Healthcare reform. Do we need to bring our own shit into that one, or?
No. You introduce the bill here.
Okay. Healthcare priority. Is this? Do you need this?
No, there's
No.
another one.
No,
that's-
okay.
No, because we're just introducing the bill here.
Don't worry, it's got
Okay.
a long way to go.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So the yeah, so that's fine. So everyone.
This is,
everyone
I'm curious
agrees
about how
with
this part of the game works.
it? Yeah. So now we just get to see which side, because right now the Congress is split.
Yes.
So you need to flip a coin to see whether your bill gets introduced
You do it. You do it.
Me?
or
Yep.
or the opponent's
Okay.
bill
Okay.
gets introduced.
Heads we win, tails they win.
Tails they lose.
Heads we win. Heads we win.
Heads we
All
win.
right, so
Tails
you
they
have
lose.
introduced a bill that is
Where's your
something that
American quarter?
you
You're only one.
my only coin. Yes. All right. So now the media, because the bill has entered into the debate, we look at the media, and unfortunately, if you look here, Lucio, who's
Oh,
the only
that's a
media
moderate
rating.
enemy.
Yeah, so because the other ones are kind of, your friends are kind of hapless when it comes to the media spin. So we have Lucio spinning this bill as the most evil thing.
Oh,
ever.
come on, Lucio.
Lucio.
Back
Public
off.
is not happy.
Send some
and
operatives.
loses 4%.
Oh,
Okay, jeez.
Oh,
no.
They're at a
They
32
are-
approval.
Yeah.
Oh,
They hate
we're
it.
getting down into your territory. This
They hate this bill.
So we've got.
need to send a fixer into Lucio
I know.
territory.
Yeah.
Send an operative.
All right.
Mr. President, go for the kneecaps. Sir.
So that bill's
Really?
been introduced. Now, one of your presidential actions is actually to use your bully pulpit to
Yes.
get this more likely to pass, and that will pass later on this term.
Yes, we'll do that.
Okay. So now draw one crisis chit,
Oh, a crisis.
and we'll draw some more cards here to see what happens.
All right.
Make it harmless here.
Regional summit.
Oh,
All right.
sounds like it could be
Okay.
promising there.
Yeah. So regional summit. All right. So we just need to roll to see where the regional summit actually.
Oh yeah,
happens.
regional.
Okay.
6 or 10.
10. Because if you notice, each region has a little number at the top.
A 3.
Central America.
Central America it is. Oh,
Okay.
nice.
So Central America, are there the regional crises there are 2 or higher. So this is going to be a security summit.
Okay.
Okay. So so the security summit, we need to again roll, and
A D10.
yep.
Okay. 4.
4. Solid.
Okay.
Not bad. Not
No,
bad.
actually, sorry, I forgot to say you can spend up to 2 action points. We may as well, just to keep the roll nice
Yeah,
and low.
let's do it.
All right.
Down to 2.
Is there any
You already
Chinese or Russian influence in there? No, we don't have any Russian
We have
influence there.
Russian in Central America.
So yeah, okay, and okay, so we have progress and cooperation on regional issues. So regional crisis drops by 1.
Good.
So that's good.
Keeping it nice and low there.
Keeps it all
Okay.
Wonderful.
A good summit.
Okay, that is a good summit. Okay, next
King is
we
back.
have.
Mr. President. Good call.
Lean on here.
Lean on me, sir. But you're not strong.
Yeah, friend. Be
So
serious.
now, where we have placed the national, the Intel,
Intel
focus,
collection, yes.
now we can actually use that to.
Yes, finally win some prestige
Yes.
points, some legacy points. Come on.
Yes. All right. So
D10?
if you could roll your So if you could roll a D10.
3.
Ooh, good roll.
That is pretty good.
That's a solid roll.
Is there any?
There's a little bit of everything actually
Yeah,
there.
actually, that's good. So move a level 3, 2, or 1 terror group in that order. So
3 would
probably
2.
be a 2. Okay. In the region to the targeting box.
Okay.
Perfect.
Now you may
Oh,
want to
let's
just
move
move
the
one
first one.
directly.
Yeah, move
Move
that
the first
first one
one
straight
over?
up. Hop right on over.
Or to the targeting
Right to the
box.
targeting, yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
we can
It's
move
a
this
pure
guy.
eight.
You
we
can
can
move it
this
right
one.
from that
Oh,
region right
right
to
up
the
there.
target. Because
That's
you
a
have,
two-banger.
Mr. President, your Intel resources have done a spectacular job.
Wow,
in
did
this.
they
Great.
ever?
That's great.
Okay.
We're really crushing because I thought that was hopeless, but
No. We're cleaning
things
it.
up.
We're cleaning it
In
up.
Or at least
addition,
we're figuring it out.
in addition, one more terror group can move to the gathering box.
Oh, perfect.
Nice.
That's
Oh, that takes care of all the terror.
Well, they're still there. They're
But-
still there.
But we're gonna find out about
They're
them.
on our radar.
Now there is
This
a
could be a
war.
real legacy.
There is a war in that region. So the side that you can either do one of 2 things. You can either add 2 strength to Saudi Arabia, our ally in the region. They're at strength 5, so we can take that up to 7. Or if there's a civil war in the region,
Which there
we
is.
can choose to share intel with the UN in order to get them to intervene.
Yes.
And the UN
Yeah,
can
but-
try to broker a peace.
Let's do
in the
it.
Civil war.
I love what we're doing in the Middle East.
Yeah, I know. We are chiseling
know.
away. I mean, there may be a lot of tension,
There's a lot, and
Why would-
China's creeping in.
but that's okay.
So the UN makes an attempt to broker peace.
Come on.
Yeah.
Mr. President, are you sure?
We gotta share the love.
Air Force 2, 7.
7.
Not
That's fine.
good.
For this one,
Sadly,
7's
the
good.
fighting continues. The UN negotiations are
Failed.
not.
That's okay.
Successful.
You did your best.
That is
Abject
a very
failure.
persistent civil war, Mr. President.
Okay.
Okay. So now you can do any 4 diplomatic or military actions.
Okay.
Diplomatic, military.
Yeah.
Crisis
So
relief.
diplomatic.
Do we have any crisis problems we need to really tend to?
Crisis levels. Actually, you know what? I'm not seeing dramatic problems.
Attempt to improve one region's alignment.
Yeah. So that regional alignment is how much they align with our goals.
Can we get rid of Chinese influence here?
As long as the regional, yes, you can.
That's not a bad idea because there's 2 of them
as
there.
a
Attempt to remove
diplomatic
Chinese
action,
influence.
Yeah.
you can only make 1 attempt. However, the regional alignment ideally should be 7 or 8. in order for us to do that.
And we're down here.
Oh, we're
Now you can attempt it at 6,
We're not even
as
there.
We're not
long
there.
We're
as
5.
long as the regional crises are at 0.
Oh, we're not either of
Okay,
those.
so we could first try to do that or move that up.
Yeah. Or we could try to tackle some tensions in NATO. That's
Yeah, if
Or
you
do we
do
have
move
to- we
this
have
up, now they're still at 5, their regional alignment. So you could attempt to improve that region's alignment as well. Try and get them on your side. Now,
Can we tackle terrorist groups?
Yeah, because it's military. You can
So
do
you
military
could start tackling those
actions
terrorist
if you
groups.
want.
Yeah. Okay.
So as far as military, as far as these guys go, so you can add up to 2, attempt to add 2 to the gathering stage here, for example, or you can attempt to move them along the track, or for groups in the fixed. So we could do a raid and send in our special forces to reduce or eliminate that.
Yeah, that sounds cool. That sounds really cool. Yeah, let's
Cax
send it.
like
Yeah,
it.
because we found them right there. We targeted them. Let's
give
get
me
let's get
give me a
going.
D10 just so I can track how many actions you're
Now the action is ramping
All
up.
right.
We won't be forgotten.
No. They'll be sorry. Hey, we clout you.
So so you're doing a raid.
Now, does it target 2 groups or just 1?
Just this group.
So
right?
you have a choice. If they're in the gathering, or sorry, not the gathering, the
targeting.
locating or targeting.
Okay.
You can do airstrikes or a drone strike, and you can with those you can do 2 attacks for 1 action. The downside is a lot of times there's collateral damage.
Okay.
A raid is a more surgical strike with our special forces, and they can only attempt against 1 target in.
Yeah, let's do the raid.
Why don't you target it in there?
Let's target. I
Send in
want
the
to see what
spec
happens.
ops. Okay.
Yep.
D10 NATO.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So you need to roll a d10.
I'm in.
Oh boy.
7.
Okay, and because you have special ops and your military, the intel focus there, that is a good thing. And all right, so that's 5. So success.
Oh.
Decrease terror group by 1 level,
Nice.
but move it to the gathering box.
Oh,
They're
okay.
scattered,
They scattered
but
it.
we have
Okay,
reduced
we knocked
them.
them down a bit.
Knocked them
That's
down.
good.
That was
Okay.
a successful raid, Mr. President.
Excellent.
Do you want to try to knock this
Yeah,
one?
yeah.
Okay, we're gonna.
So that was 1 action.
Yeah, we're gonna risk a little damage, but we're going to do a bombing or whatever on this terror group.
Okay, just
strike.
on the 1. Okay.
Oh, we could do 2. If you tackle these guys, maybe we get them over. You could tackle 2
You
of
could,
these.
yeah, you could
Oh,
do
yeah.
another intel action, move them over.
Yeah, we could try and
If you wanted.
get them into
Sure.
zone.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then we have more,
And then
more
you could do
effectiveness.
Man.
well. Then you could strike two groups.
2 groups because
Let's do that.
we're not
Okay.
utilizing our max capacity.
Max it
Okay.
out.
So you can pick 2 groups and roll a
Definitely
D10.
the 2,
Yeah.
and then one of the ones there. All right. Who do you want to go for first?
You do it.
Start with the 1.
It's all on you.
Start small.
Let's go with the 1. See how it goes.
9.
9.
Not good.
Not good.
They may have run away.
Unfortunately,
Didn't do it?
they evade us.
Okay, and then we're gonna go for the 2.
Oh, there you go.
Of course, very successful, Mr. President. They've moved to the locating box. We know roughly where they are.
Perfect. Now we're gonna send in the surgical strike.
On these 2.
The airstrike.
Airstrike.
Or do you want to get them
Yes.
over here again? Oh, we only
I
tackle
think
one
we
at
only
a
have
time.
one more action, right?
No, because you did the raid and then this intel action. So you have 2
Okay.
actions left.
So we could get them over.
Or we can just try and see what happens in there. Just for fun.
Let's pull the lever.
Let's see
Let's
what
just
happens.
do it.
Yeah.
All right, now we can target both of them. They're both 2s.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
All right.
So which one? They're both in the locating, box.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And okay. So yeah. So roll for each group.
Okay, if ever there was a time for a good roll, Cass.
This is
Oh boy.
Yes.
How about a 6?
6. Middle.
strike is effective with no collateral damage.
Oh wow.
Nice.
Decrease terror group by 1 level. Move terror group to the gathering box.
Okay.
Okay,
We'll
so
go for
they're
the
down
second
to
one. 8.
Oh boy.
Strike is effective but causes civilian casualties.
Uh-oh, that's
Mr.
not gonna be
President,
good.
the terror group is decreased by 1 level, but a U.S. military footprint counter is added.
Oh boy. We knew that could happen.
And just face down. Yeah, and just throw it in there. There's a lot of military
Ooh,
footprint in
yes,
there.
okay.
And does it go to the gathering too, or is it scattered somewhere else?
It stays.
Or does it say
Stays
located?
there. Okay.
Doesn't say. Yeah, it just says stays there. However, the public is not happy, and your approval drops by 2%.
Okay, that's sustainable.
Yeah.
We're doing some good there, and I know
We're
that
whittling away.
It hurt a little bit, but
Yeah,
you know we've really knocked the terror levels down.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. So that was a drone strike, I assume.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
that's right.
All right. I think you actually have to name which one.
Oh, okay.
Okay, you have one action left, I believe.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken, and you've done a lot to decrease the terror threat in the Middle East.
Can we try to get rid of China? Oh no, because we need to move that up, right?
You need to, they need to be in more in alignment.
Let's set that
you?
up for a future
Sure.
time.
It's going to take
Yeah.
some time, but we
Do
can
you
whittle
want
it.
to try to reduce this to 0 or get that up to 6?
Oh.
I'll let you take the choice.
Why don't we? Well, I mean, it's going to probably we'll have to reduce this first, so it's going to take multiple attempts. Because
Gotcha.
right now we
So you're saying go for this one because it's immediate. If we get it to 0, then we can do that.
maybe, yeah.
Okay, so we're going to try to reduce the regional crisis to 0.
Okay, crisis relief. Okay, roll the dice there.
4.
Okay.
Not bad.
It's successful enough. We get it to 0.
Good.
Okay, so
Well,
we're
that's
ready to now chisel into that influence.
Now we draw one of these crisis chits.
Oh no.
Let's see what happens.
Oh boy.
All right. Ooh. Draw crisis cards.
Two crisis
Two.
cards are drawn, and it's a plus. So good there. So plus means we draw again after we resolve.
Oh, boy.
these. So I'll leave this cup right where
That
it
seems
is.
not good.
Okay, Mr. President, there's more fighting between between China and India, as I mentioned earlier.
Oh,
Or
man.
sorry, that was India Pakistan. It seems like it's spread now to China. So China has reinforced troops near the Indian border.
Ooh, okay. We do not want
Two tensions
there.
counters each on India and China.
Oh my gosh.
Man. India and China.
Okay.
Oh boy.
India and China.
Our
India
tensions are a
is
bit of a problem.
kind of high.
Yeah.
India and China. India has they've taken a step closer to war, and China has actually increased their relative strength towards India with their increased troop presence.
Oh boy. Okay, now the next event.
Next event, Soldiers of Jihad. Roll 1d10.
Yeah. Good call. Zone
Yeah.
10.
10.
No, not great.
Okay, place.
100 tensions.
Now this actually worked out fairly well. The Soldiers of Jihad targeted Russia or China.
Oh,
Nice.
So flip a coin to see which
Okay.
one.
Tails, Russia. Heads, China. Oh, Russia.
Russia.
Yes.
So Russia loses an action next time. Just put it on Russia. They lose an action in dealing with the
Nice.
Soldiers of Jihad, which worked,
Okay.
Okay, so
worked well for us. So, okay.
that's great.
Another
next up,
crisis
draw
card.
a crisis chit here.
Grab a good one. Grab a good one,
I
Flash.
got a not a good one.
Oh, a 2 and a plus.
Oh
So
my gosh.
More cards are coming.
Oh boy.
All right, so first one, heightened tensions in conflict zones. Okay, so roll 2 of these, and
Four.
4,
3.
3.
Okay, 3 I
Okay.
knew was over here.
This is very troubling. No. It's actually on the conflict tracks. Mr.
Oh, okay.
President, it's very troubling. Russia and Ukraine
Oh,
have
not again.
started marching towards war, and Russia and NATO have also.
Well, it's probably connected.
Yeah.
NATO is
Completely.
not happy.
They have been.
Man, this is
Not
been
good.
very troubling.
Ongoing.
Luckily, we actually mitigated a little there.
Okay. In addition, we have some bureaucratic incompetence. Probably the vice president.
Most likely.
it's likely.
So one tensions counter gets placed on
Continental U.S.
on one of
This
the
is your doing.
on one of the spaces there.
Oh, okay.
I want you to feel the pain that you've
I'm gonna have
caused.
to, I'm gonna have to. Oh, jeez. All
Okay.
my doing.
So I think it goes on there on the second highest priority there.
Okay.
Okay. And but this leads to further issues. So roll d10 to see what happens.
A 1.
A 1.
Okay.
Immediately lose 2 presidential action points.
Okay.
Okay, that's it. That was the best
Okay.
roll you could have had because you've got lots of those.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's great.
Okay. That
And then
was
we
2
draw one
cards.
more chit.
One more chit. This will be the last one no matter what.
Okay, I'll get in there.
Yeah, you can't possibly draw worse.
Draw 2 more. Yeah, I got 2 more cards.
Yeah. 2
well, at least
more
it maybe
cards.
takes it out of the pool, so
true.
later
Yeah.
we won't suffer as
Yeah,
badly.
it's one of the neat mechanics, right? Because if you draw bad chits early
Yeah.
on, then you know you're going to have better odds.
shit.
Improving your
Coming
odds
up
Better.
later.
Yeah, you improve
later.
your odds for later. Okay, so 2
more
cards.
crisis cards.
Okay. Violence in Kashmir escalates.
Okay.
Things are getting worse on that front, Mr. President. India, Pakistan are taking another step.
Oh, boy.
towards
We got
war.
to start focusing on that.
So 2 tension counters are placed on China and India. I don't know if you can
Jeez.
stack any more tensions on India.
Keepers. Well, the Eurozone's kind of hogging them too.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, I know. There's a lot there.
Wow.
Yeah, that's...
With the Gulf states, did we remove these and have them?
No.
Didn't we? Didn't
Was there
we
4
do-
there?
Yeah, I don't know. Oh,
Yeah.
We can leave it there. It's fine. But I was just curious.
No, there was 4, so we should be 2 now then.
Yeah, something. Yeah. Okay.
Because there was an 8 there before.
The conflict, though, accelerates and spreads. India, Pakistan are now at war.
Oh, jeez. War number 2 is in play.
Yeah.
India and Pakistan. Okay, so war breaks out here. You got 2 wars on the books now.
Yeah. So put that on China there.
On
If you
China.
can. And China and India's conflict track also gets worse.
Oh, man.
Trending anti-U.S. counter on China-U.S. relations.
What kind of
So they are
conflict is this
trending-
one?
So their relationship with us is now trending downward.
Okay. And they're going to act next.
So the war in between India and Pakistan.
Yes.
This is obviously not a good thing. So you can try and broker peace with those groups when they happen. So play same deal. Conflict marker. Let's place that at stalemate for now.
Yep.
And okay, and so the amount of strength is let's see, India has 7 strength to begin, and India and Pakistan. Pakistan is 5,
7 to 5. Okay.
so they're
Yeah.
more or less evenly matched.
7 to
I'll have
5.
to get you
Okay.
the counters for that as well. Whoa.
Let's try it. Let's go for it.
Yeah.
That's for you.
Okay.
You can
Oh,
see that
yeah,
we've added to
jittery you
war
are.
2. Steady of hand,
There we
steady of hand.
are.
There's war number 2 that we just added to.
Yep.
Very nice.
So I put
And I
the
know there's
conflict type as
supposed to be a
combined.
surprise thing, but anyway, I can't find those rules all of a sudden. So
Okay.
Was that our
We'll just
second?
make them up.
we'll
then.
just make.
Was,
them up.
was that our second conflict or our second crisis, or was there still one more to come?
Oh yeah, was that our first card or second card? I'm not sure. I can check. I thought that was our second card. Because it was our second. I think it was our second card. Yes. So now, Mr. President, you can take any 3 actions that you like.
Okay, so we have some serious problems to deal with over here.
Yes.
I think we need to.
Now you can. Yes.
India, Pakistan.
Well, you've
Is
got.
this our
You can,
worst?
they're already
war.
at war,
So
so
it's
you
too
can
late there.
attempt to broker a peace between them.
You got 2 wars going right now. Yemen,
Seems like it'd be worth maybe trying to
calm that down.
broker a peace. What do you think?
Could do, or you could also worry about Ukraine and Russia.
Or yeah, you know what? This one's on the brink. Maybe we want to avoid the third war.
Yeah.
Okay, let's focus on Russia, Ukraine.
Sure.
Sorry, there's Yemen at war.
Oh, Yemen at war.
So that's just to keep track of who's.
Yeah, this world is rapidly descending into chaos.
Yeah,
A
there's
little
a
bit,
lot
a
of
little
chaos.
bit.
Want
Despite
to
your
do.
best efforts.
Yes, our best
Oof,
efforts.
thank you,
Yeah.
thank you, sir.
He's not taking all the blame.
The board game deity is crushing us here.
I know. Yeah. I wish I had a say in the matter. I don't. Okay. Yes. Go. What was it? Go.
We'd like to try to work on the tensions here with
Okay.
Russia and Ukraine.
Okay.
Ready?
Yep. Let me
Okay.
just...
4.
That might actually reduce it.
Put that in your pipe.
And you know what to do. Reduce tensions.
Okay. So 4. Decrease the conflict track by 1 box.
Excellent.
So that was
Russia,
Russia,
Ukraine.
Ukraine. Yes. Okay. So that calmed things down.
Okay.
So that
Russia, NATO.
Sure, we can drop that 2
Okay,
levels.
let's
Yeah.
see if you have the same effectiveness.
Oh boy, pressure.
Yeah. Exactly the same.
Lost, yes. 1 each.
Brilliant.
Now you can attempt to choose a war, a civil war, like for example,
Yes.
try and
Why
broker
not?
a peace.
And
I
why
love
don't we
it.
do it in this
I love
area
it.
where we already have our little bonus?
We need to do things that give us legacy points, and I think brokering a peace would do that.
I think so.
We're in.
Okay.
India, Pakistan.
Yep.
Let's do that.
Does
one.
it matter if we have our national
No.
focus?
No.
No,
It's,
enough of this.
There's
Okay.
Okay.
the only your diplomatic rating of your Secretary of State can help actually. So
Good.
that's good. Okay. And so there's a decent chance of negotiating it already, like at the outset.
Yeah.
So we've got
We're
war,
early
a
on.
war. We've got 2 wars on the books here.
Yeah. Let's get
Okay.
one off the table.
So, okay. Go
All
for
right.
it.
Okay. 1d6 or
Yep.
1d10.
1d10.
5
5.
Okay.
minus at least 1.
Sometimes
Yeah.
sometimes the range is 3 to 5.
Yeah.
So 3, 4, 5
Actually,
is the same thing.
because of the your Secretary of State and so forth, a peace is negotiated.
Yes.
Mr. President, you did it in the Middle East.
Which one? That was the
Middle
one.
East?
India, Pakistan.
Oh,
no,
India, Pakistan.
Or did
Okay.
we? Did you?
That's
wanna-
fine. No, that's fine.
Which one was it? You're the president. Which one
I
was
said
it?
India, Pakistan.
Okay.
Then it
All right.
is.
So.
So
But-
luckily,
So the war is
there's
off
still,
the books.
Yep, there's still tense, but
There's no more war. You've
there's-
just
Wipe all
de-escalated
those
everything.
kids off. Okay.
now in the region,
Nice.
which is Central South Asia, it's trending now pro-US. So remove the trending away down US.
That one there.
Right? Yeah. Okay.
Perfect.
But is it trending up? You said, or just neutral now?
No, it's just neutral now.
Yeah.
Nice.
And 2 legacy points for
There it is. Oh, we did it.
That's
Okay.
the job.
1, 2.
Oh, yeah,
you know what?
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
gonna give
yeah.
it 1. You give it 1.
Oh, excellent.
1 for each of us.
Right to number 7.
Okay, we gotta unplug that next war too.
And then 2 more.
So-
Yeah. Do we have any
Yeah.
more actions, or are we done now?
That was, I think, 2 de-escalations and,
Yes.
and a peace.
Peace brokered.
Yes.
That's right. Okay.
Surprisingly,
That was,
not in the Middle East, which
That
has
was
been a
very,
focus.
very
but
That was a
useful.
hugely successful turn.
Now we do a
Yes.
core support check where we just look here. So increase your public approval by 4%. Because the
excellent.
party is doing some press
Groundwork.
on your
Some
on
good
your,
work.
Yeah, because
Nice.
you have a good relationship with them, they're happy to promote your accomplishments.
Brilliant.
Okay, now we roll a die for either terror or chaos.
I've been
events.
on a bit of a roll, so
Roll
keep
away,
going.
Macduff.
I may have jinxed it. 4.
It looks like it might be terror.
It is terror.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
What does that mean?
So we. All right. So now roll another D10.
8.
Oh, sorry. Before you do that, wherever there's a
Terrible.
rogue state,
Rogue State. There was 1, yes.
yes, increase the regional crises there by 1
Oh
box.
boy.
Okay.
In each region where there's at least 2 level 1 terror groups,
Oh, there's...
remove
Oh no. There's not 2 level. Did we
2
remove
level
all of them?
ones.
Oh,
Here.
that includes in.
Yes.
Here.
Oh,
So
sorry.
they consolidate into 1 level 2.
Okay.
Okay, and if they're in the 2 boxes there,
Yeah.
then they go into the lower of the 2 boxes.
Okay, so that goes there.
Yeah.
That goes there. And these 2 come off.
Sure.
Okay, you know what?
That's not bad. At least they're together. We
We
push
can
them over
target.
together.
Yeah, it's actually easier to push them
Yeah.
around.
Yeah. Push them around. I like
Love
your
it.
thinking.
Okay, just roll a d10 to see what.
Now, there's a couple where there's a
2.
1 and a 2.
Okay, so there's 2 more terror groups created, one in number 5 and one in number 7. Have you got terror groups over
Yep,
there?
yep.
So 1 in 7 and 1 in 5.
Oh, jeez.
Back in the Middle
Those
East.
guys are killing us.
Okay.
Just
Could have been
when we're
worse, though.
Trying to clean
And the
it
rogue
out.
state on the map exports terror. So
7.
I can't even
So,
imagine who designed this. Like all of these
Oh, I
options
know.
and this
I know.
program is insane. Like the
Yeah.
amount of time it would have taken.
yeah, I know
To do
it's
this.
crazy.
7. Over here, South America.
So one of these, from Afghanistan or whatever the rogue state is, one level 1 terror group is exported to the U.S.
Oh.
Wow. Okay.
There's a terror group in the U.S. We've just found out.
All right. Well,
We don't know where they are, but we know they're operating.
we've got the man to deal with that, and his name is it Henry Haynes? Is that our guy?
Yes, Henry Haynes is our
Henry Haynes.
Henry.
chief of staff. Okay. So now we draw the rogue.
And he gets a benefit, I think, on that one. He's good at domestic terrorism.
Getting it done.
All right. So next up is one of our allies.
I like how
So it'd
he
be
jiggles the
allies
Jiggle the
A,
three.
B, or C.
Get it? Get it?
Ally A,
That's a good
okay.
sound. Now, this guy should be on D, correct?
Yeah, whatever.
Pop
It
out
doesn't
the
Just
A
so we
there.
keep-
Oh, A.
Okay.
Interesting. Okay.
Right, yes, we do challenge our viewers out there. There's one chit on the board.
Find
Wrong
it if you can.
place. Yes. Bonus points to you if you can locate it.
Okay. So the EU,
Yes.
the EU is the first one. They're going to try and influence the economy globally.
I feel like
They're
I'm on a
very
roll.
powerful.
What do you
Keep
think?
rolling.
Keep going until I
D10.
tank it.
3.
3. Oh, growing economy. Economy is improving across the board. So with all 4 big economies,
Okay.
so U.S. goes from worsening to
Oh, brilliant.
level. The
I love
EU goes up to they're in
Economy
peak
and-
performance. What is China?
China
They
was improving.
so bump them up to
Peak
the next level.
performance.
And Russia was also improving. They
Improving
went
up
into
to recovery.
Oh.
Wow.
Wait, is
Wow.
that good for us or no?
I think it's always a good idea to have.
Strong economies.
Well, it's good, to have China and Russia doing okay.
Okay.
They want them to do good, but not too good.
Yeah.
Right.
That's it,
Okay.
my thinking.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
So,
want them to tank, to be honest. Yeah.
so the Eurozone is also going to try to do something here.
That's always good.
Yeah. Except that's our ally.
What's the?
Oh.
Yeah.
I just feel like when NATO rolls, I don't want it to the well.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just kind of ingrained in me.
Yeah. Years of practice. Right?
Yeah.
All right. So the Eurozone it happens to be hit with, they implement some low interest loans, which
Okay.
causes them to lower their regional crises down.
Yes.
It's already 0.
It's already zero.
Darn it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Foolish.
Now activate NATO.
Activate.
That's
NATO
not good.
is close.
Oh, no.
Where this is
All
where we get
these?
crushed.
Yeah. What are their tensions
Yeah.
like?
It's not good.
1. No effect. 1. No effect.
Oh.
Wow.
2.
Lucky. Oh.
And 1. So we're at
Could
a
have been
total
worse.
of 5 here.
Total of 5. Okay.
Wow.
Now they have a very close relationship with us, obviously. So you can do 2 joint actions. If you remember the intel, they can do intel. NATO can affect. They can affect. What region? Oh, okay. So the NATO can affect the Eurozone or Eastern Europe.
Oh.
So you can do intel and against any terror groups or raids if you have any in the fixed box.
So we
Okay.
can go after that.
Attempt to stabilize the region. So
Because of the Civil War.
you can increase that. You can
Oh, I
de-escalate
see.
the NATO-Russia track.
That's fine.
Okay.
That's not high.
It's not bad.
Or request humanitarian aid in any region. Or you can actually remove. Before you flip over those tensions, you can remove any 2 tensions from the ally.
Who's the ally?
That NATO. So,
So we could,
okay.
we could
drop
actually
2.
we could reduce
We
these
could reduce
by,
by
2?
any 2 random ones for 1 action.
Oh.
Well,
So you can do
we
stuff
have a little
against
bit of
terror
information
group.
on that now, but
Yeah.
if we want, we could try
Yeah.
to
So
randomly pick 2 of these.
stuff against terror groups. Now there's only the 1 terror group in the
Okay.
in Eastern Europe, which you could go
Tackle.
after.
Yeah.
You could attempt to stabilize
Is
either
that the
Eurozone or
Civil
Eastern
War?
Europe. No,
Stabilizing or
there's a-
stabilizing is just
no. The
defense?
Civil War is at there's a ceasefire, long-standing
Okay.
ceasefire. Most of the so far through your whole presidency, they've
Right.
managed to,
They've been
to
just
stay.
hanging in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can do stuff against that terror group. You can attempt to stabilize one or both of the
Let's just get the
regions.
terror group going. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Let's
Okay.
do it.
Let's do it. Put him up in the gathering.
It's automatic. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
And you get one more action.
All right. This is what the.
You got to move them across.
Yeah. Can we locate?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
All right.
Let's
Okay.
do it.
Perfect.
And we got a chopper there.
Get in there and yep.
All right.
Get to the chopper.
Now.
So now we flip over the tensions. So we know that there's five to the
yes.
roll. Oh boy. Oh, okay.
Oh,
Interesting.
okay. That could have
interesting.
been
Interesting. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Interesting. I've never seen this before.
interesting. I thought you were about to get slaughtered.
I know, but you actually.
We might slip
Okay.
out unscathed.
So they're going to deploy troops to. Okay, so they increase their relative strength with Russia on the Russia-NATO conflict track. So they respond to Russia's
Okay.
increase in troops.
Okay. So they're
Okay.
Okay.
matching force with force.
Next up is Republic of Korea. Again, South Korea has
Very
a
close.
They're very close. So we get 2 actions with them. Same deal.
Oh.
Oh, we can target both these terror groups. Put them in.
Okay.
What do you think?
I like it.
Yeah. And
That's
what if
2 actions though, because they're not as effective as the U.S. in
Oh!
mental operations.
Oh.
So
Can we get
go
rid
through
of?
actions.
Can we get rid of the Chinese influence here?
stability's at 6.
Abilities at 6.
Alignment's at 6.
No, they cannot.
All right.
You can decrease regional crisis with humanitarian
Low.
aid
Take
in
it down
any
to 0.
region.
Any region.
You can remove stress, remove tensions from them.
Good on the crisis level. Actually, Eastern Europe.
You can
Okay, yeah, let's do
de-escalate
that.
the Korean conflict.
Can we just de-escalate the Central South Asia crisis level?
You can attempt to, yeah.
Yes, let's do it.
So,
Okay, done.
Yeah,
so
'cause that
roll
one
to
is-
see.
Oh,
Yes,
6.
you are successful.
Hey!
Humanitarian
Koreans
aid
helping us out. Thank you.
From South
Love
Korea
kimchi.
helps out with
Nice.
that. So that was the 2. I think that was 2 actions, right?
Yep.
What was it? Yeah.
Okay, what next?
What is the so for so for NATO, you had how many counters on there? 5?
I think there were 2 nothing counters.
No,
and
the number
one-
of counters.
Oh, there was a lot.
There's
yeah.
6 counters.
There were-
6 counters.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, was all those there, yeah.
So now draw 3
Three.
and put them on
Okay,
NATO.
all right. Well, that kind of solved our problem
Yeah.
inadvertently. We just have a little bit of an issue here.
Yeah,
For those
there's
of
more than
you
6 there.
looking from above, that's the
That is a
stack we're dealing
beefy
with.
little zone there. Okay.
Yeah. So for the Republic of Korea, can you flip over the tension marker?
Not many there. That's good.
1. Okay. And it is a 2.
Aww.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah.
It is too bad.
So actually, though, it
tongue-in-cheek.
isn't a bad result.
Okay.
There's dialogue between Republic of Korea and
Good.
North Korea.
Oh.
So remove attentions from North Korea.
Yes.
Okay. From North. Sorry,
That's-
From North Korea.
There's only 1 tension marker there.
Yeah, so remove it.
Remove
Nice.
it.
And remove the
Oh.
tension marker from from North Korea. No, that's fine.
Isn't
That's fine.
Isn't this North Korea? The
no, that's
ROK?
South Korea, Republic of Korea.
Oh,
is
this
the-
one
I
here.
thought
Yeah.
Democratic.
Okay, I
No,
put the
no,
wrong
it's
one
not.
in.
It's-
I put this
yeah.
one in.
Oh,
That's
okay.
no, that's okay because
That got
they lose
removed.
half their
Yes,
tension markers
yes, yes,
rounded
yes.
down. So
Nice.
Okay.
Okay.
so
That
that's
worked out
good.
all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
All right. Now, the unfortunate thing is that Iran acts again.
Oh
Okay.
boy.
Now, so Iran, if you roll to see what Iran does.
Left-handed roll.
A 4.
Just as effective.
Not bad. Just as
There's a couple of
Look at that.
tensions. Oh, but only +1, so that's okay. So they.
I'm like waiting on tenterhooks for the result. What is
Yeah,
it?
come on,
What's
come
it
on,
going to
come
be?
on, low, low. Yes.
Okay, so they increase their oil to China again. So the economy is improving in China. Do you have the economy improving?
I do. I think I do.
Yeah, right there.
There it is. Okay.
So they improve
Wow,
China's
they are
economy
strong.
Just crushing it.
by
Echoing real
increasing
life.
the,
Yeah, yeah,
the
yeah,
oil supply to Russia. And I think is that so unstable states. So we need to roll for all these unstable states to
And
see
there
what.
are-
Oh, in Central and South America. So there's 2 that we need to check.
Okay.
So we could roll a.
D10.
Yep.
6 here.
Okay. So the so their regional stability is less than 5, right? So what did you roll there?
6.
6. Okay. Keep the unstable state remains unstable.
Okay.
South
and then
America.
8.
Flip,
No more dice for you.
flip over the unstable state.
2. Civil War.
And Civil
Oh,
War.
darn it.
No.
Yes.
Yeah,
so,
we're going to keep you away from that die now.
Mr. President, I'm sorry to say there's a civil war that's broken out in South America.
Boy, we're doing so well.
Yeah.
That state was quite unstable for quite a while.
I feel like
and
the
it finally
world
broke
is
into
really
conflict.
going down.
Yeah, we need to deal with this war here. Next chance we get.
Okay.
Okay. The next is the UN acts, and the UN kind of acts unilaterally. They kind of do their own thing, but they are still helpful though.
The size of the stack of
I know.
manuals
I'm
over
just
there.
looking at that going,
Yeah.
wow,
There are
wow.
so many manuals.
NATO said there's over 200 pages
Yes.
of manuals.
Wow.
pages.
It's
That's
really
a lot of
impressive.
pages.
It is
You know,
amazing.
folks, if you haven't had a chance to subscribe, for this guy and all the work he's done, please subscribe.
Yes.
Please like the
If you
video.
made it this far into the video,
You
How
are
can you
definitely...
consider being a member?
That's
for this, yes.
Yeah, we have special content for our members behind the scenes. If you'd like to join, that really supports the channel. It helps us buy new equipment, helps us do this kind of playthrough and get together. These guys live really far away, so it helps
Yes.
make this kind of thing possible. So,
Yeah.
and hopefully you're enjoying this as much as we are too.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Oh my gosh, keep rolling tens. Okay, so next up is the UN. Mr. President, the UN wants to reach out to Central South Asia.
Yes, I love
where
it.
there is some crisis. They're going to attempt to
Love
do
attention.
some
yeah.
humanitarian aid.
Okay.
So,
5.
and they are successful. So the regional crisis drops to 1.
Excellent.
Nice.
Now they want to try and help with some infrastructure help. So where is the lowest stability in the world?
Stability is the teal color.
Yeah,
This one's Middle East is pretty low.
Tied here.
yeah.
You know, we got a lot of problems here still.
So
And
it's
tied
4,
there. 4. in
4,
multiple
and
places.
4. Okay.
Yeah, this is a
So-
gong show. Let's do this one.
Sometimes you don't get to pick.
No.
Oh,
This
sorry,
is the
okay.
UN. They actually choose Africa for
of course they would.
their attempt, and unfortunately, it doesn't help though.
Oh.
Nothing.
Now they have a youth empowerment program that they want to implement in the lowest stability region that has a level 2 terror group. I think between the Middle East and
Level 2 there.
Yeah.
so
Oh,
between
in
the
the
Middle
Middle
East and Africa. So they choose Africa again
Okay.
for that, and unfortunately, it doesn't help with decreasing the terror group there.
Nothing
Ineffective.
there.
And now, wherever there's the lowest stability again, where there's a civil war, they want to
A civil war.
attempt to. So they actually choose the Middle East.
Finally,
so
here we go.
Hey.
This will be more
to
effective.
see the.
All right.
There you go. You roll well
I
there.
told them
Oh,
they gotta pick the Middle East.
I know.
They're
And
no good down in Africa.
what are we doing here now?
So we just need to see.
Flipping madly for a
I
minute.
know. Wait.
Yeah.
Manual 18. Oh man, I never go to this
It's
one.
gonna be good. This will be worth the wait.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
so
I
you
think
rolled
so.
a 2.
Yes. Ooh.
Yes.
I like it
Okay.
already.
Yes. Oh,
So-
yeah. He's
Oh, you rolled a 2.
That's pretty good.
Steepled fingers.
Ceasefire.
Yes.
Nice.
Replace Civil War counter with a Civil War ceasefire.
Perfect. That's
Okay.
what I wanted.
Okay. Decrease regional crises by 1
Already
box.
0.
And
Wasted.
So
there's
calm.
a UN peacekeepers placed underneath the Civil War.
You know, we are crushing it in the Middle East.
We are doing really well. You made
Yeah.
that a priority,
There's a war
Mr.
going
President.
on.
Yeah,
Oh,
There's a war going on, but other than that,
well, other than that, it's the
We've
only
done a
war in
lot.
the world.
yeah.
Yeah.
It is the only war in the
So
world.
the just so you know, the UN peacekeepers help with negotiating peace. If you are
Perfect.
looking, they help with the aid.
Is that strictly with the Civil War or also with the war going on in general here?
Is that in the? No, they help negotiate. So if you negotiate a peace, try and work out a peace, you get a positive because the UN peacekeepers are there.
Excellent.
It helps with the negotiation.
Nice.
So
Okay.
there's something.
Okay.
Remember.
Mental note.
Yeah.
So now-
File.
You can spend 1 AP. So I guess go to 19, which I
Yes.
recommend. Oh, sorry.
We're definitely doing that.
Three.
Anytime we can.
Yeah,
with 20,
yeah.
you might as well use
Go
it.
for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys have a lot. So
Yeah.
now you can actually choose the UN to work together with you in one of those actions. Humanitarian aid to reduce crisis. Infrastructure aid increases stability.
Okay.
Youth empowerment reduces terror. Or peace talks in a civil war.
These talks.
Peace talks?
Yeah.
To get rid of the war. Oh, it's civil war.
No, well, you would...
We've already got the ceasefire.
Yeah, but you can negotiate the war complete peace if you want. It's a ceasefire,
Yeah.
right?
Let's
So-
get rid of it. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's
I
keep
think
that thing.
I have a
Let's keep it
feeling
whittled
that,
down.
that might give us some legacy. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And they also have arms control negotiations as well. That's weird. It's not there.
Okay.
So you can also attempt to reduce the Iranian or
Don't care.
No, no. It's too
Okay.
much.
No,
Too soon.
we're doing the civil war.
Okay. So negotiate the civil
Oh,
war.
6 might not have made
We're
it.
a little neutral. Usually 5 is kind of the magic.
Yeah.
Do we have
a
a
little less.
Do we have a benefit here because somebody's helping us out? These guys are helping
The
us.
peacekeepers are there.
Peacekeepers reduce it by 1.
So what did you roll? 6?
6 with some help from the peacekeepers.
And
They give us a
also
little
the,
anything?
our focus, our intel focus here.
Okay. So that is okay. So there's a permanent peace, but the nation is fragile. So
course they are.
remove the counter.
All right.
That's a win.
Okay, that is a win. How decreased regional crises by 1 box.
Wasted
However,
again.
there's still it's still unstable. We cannot say that it is completely resolved,
Okay.
and so it turns into an unstable state.
Okay.
Alright, we need to work on
Okay.
those.
All right, so now you can take 3 domestic actions.
Okay.
Domestic.
Oh, so we got this terror group here
Domestic.
we probably need to deal with.
That is
Yeah.
something that you can deal with.
We
yeah.
do not want those guys hanging
Are we
around.
rolling there?
Now, you can also do presidential domestic actions as well. So you can improve your media. You can try and
Ooh, I
corral
know
the
that.
cabinet. You can use your bully pulpit to increase.
Oh, the bill.
your-
Do you want to push the bill?
Let's
through?
push the bill.
Let's push the bill. That'll make people
Okay.
super happy.
So that costs 1 action and 1 AP.
Roll away.
Okay.
Roll the die.
Roll the dice.
Oh boy! Oh, 7. Not good. Not good. Not good. Not good. Not good.
Oh, I don't want to hear.
The bill
No.
has failed on the floor.
Oh, some guy named Javier
He's radical.
messing with us. No, Lucio.
Unfortunately, your efforts do not move the bill
needle.
towards passing. However, there are no other negative effects.
Okay.
Okay. All right. I
This
suppose
could be
that's
worse.
All right.
Can we keep pushing on the bill? We have 3.
You have 3 actions. You can keep hammering away on
Let's
it.
do
if
the
you
bill.
want. Yeah.
We want that
Let's get
bill.
that bill through. Oh, there you go. There you
Yes.
Let's hope. Let's hope. Let's hope.
The bill moves 1 box towards strong support.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
that's what
I'll
we
take
wanted.
it.
Okay.
I was hoping for 2.
I know. I know. I thought it might be 2.
Okay, you have 1 action left on the domestic front. We can focus on the terror group. You can. Use
I've never
bully
seen him
pulpit
react
again.
that over a bill
so good.
passage.
The people are going to be so happy.
You can attempt to stimulate the economy,
No,
address
economy's
domestic
good.
crisis,
what
improve
about the,
relations with
What
Congress.
about the media relations?
Media relations? Where are we
We're
at?
not doing great. We're at 4.
We're at a 4.
Oh,
a
that's
little
weak.
bit.
I like it.
Yeah,
I like
a
it.
little
Let's do
bit,
it.
Yeah.
Try and make
Okay.
things better.
Roll the die.
Yep.
4.
Might have done it.
4.
May have done it.
4.
4.
Yes. So, let's see. The pass check, but result is okay. So yes, So you have a choice. You can take either 4% public approval or 1 increase in the media.
What do you want?
This kind of comes and goes. We
This
have
is
fewer
hard to get.
opportunities. I
Let's
would
bring
say
it up.
this.
Let's bring
Let's
it
get
up.
it up to neutral.
Yeah, yeah,
I don't
yeah.
want these guys working against us.
Yeah, no.
The media
Okay.
slant. Yeah.
Okay. Next up, NATO.
Yeah.
That might help us earn this.
Yes, it's true.
Draw 1 crisis chit.
Oh, I know what
Man,
happens
there's a lot
here.
of crisis. I would not want to be president if there's this many crises.
There's a lot of crises.
Goodness gracious. They never end.
Oh boy.
We got draw crisis card.
Oh, but I think there's only one
One
spot.
crisis card, just one.
Is that
Oh,
right?
just
And
one.
there's a plus, but because there's no
Other spot below it, we
spots
just
below
ignore it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Again, bureaucratic incompetence.
Oh, we gotta fire that
You
person.
hired idiots.
So there's
Bunch of morons.
there's
Not
one,
you and I.
No.
there's another tensions counter placed on your
Oh boy.
blocking. So
really
you,
getting
you can
blocked.
spend a domestic action to remove tensions from there. By the way.
Okay.
Okay, and
4, 5, and 6.
Not the most likely ones anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
no
one to
bill
3.
advancements or introductions allowed in the next legislative segment.
No advancements.
No
They're gonna
bills.
stop
So-
our healthcare.
So yeah, so the
Cold in its tracks.
it's gonna
I don't know if we can push that
stagnate.
through before.
Too late.
If there's something we can
Too
do.
late.
Hmm.
The ruling has been made.
Dang it.
Oh, where the heck is that? There's a counter to indicate that. I can't find it. Anyway.
Okay.
Okay. So that is, and there's only one card, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
The war.
brilliant.
War
So the
progresses.
war progress. So
All right.
let's see how the war is progressing. With
So we have it's the Yemen
and-
war.
Let's try it. This is a surgical procedure.
Let's raise it slightly above and right. Oh my. Okay.
Yes.
Now what, NATO? We've got
Okay.
it's the Yemen.
So I will probably do this imperfectly, but basically what we want to do is we want to get the odds of as an odds ratio. So it's basically 1-on-1, right?
3 to 5. 5 to 3.
So
What's that German word for taking pleasure in other people's pain?
Schadenfreude.
Schadenfreude, yeah,
Schadenfreude.
I didn't want a war, but I kind of wanted to see how this
How it would
resolves.
work.
Yeah, so, a little bit of Schadenfreude in
now's
here.
our time. Our time.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Is there any Chinese influence in the Middle East?
Yes, double.
Okay.
That's not good.
All right.
We did want to deal
We
with
tried.
that.
We just couldn't get to it.
Yeah.
Couldn't get to it all.
Well, we got this set up. I mean, we got this down to 0 in order to deal with that.
Right. Right.
But we just weren't quick
We ran
enough.
out of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So Cax roll, and we will see what
D10?
happens to the war. Yes, D10.
2. Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
So and this is a combined air-ground war, right?
Yes.
At the moment. So so move the counter 1 to the left,
Attacking forces winning.
and 1 defender loss. So this goes
Do I
to
2? Okay. Is that it?
Yep.
That's the war situation.
Now we just need to see how the civil wars are progressing. as
Oh,
well.
there's
Okay.
a lot of those.
Yeah. So
Yeah. Well, we dealt with one.
Okay.
That one's on a ceasefire. So it's
No,
really
no,
only
no.
it's only this one.
Ceasefire? No.
there.
Oh,
Civil
2.
War.
Sorry, yeah.
No. All right. So we have South America and Africa to deal with for civil war. So
Okay. So that
2 civil
two-
wars. Okay. How do we find out about civil wars? What do we have to do? Is it another D10?
Let's see. So.
It's like a supercomputer over
I
here.
know. just a process
Yes.
Like clicking away.
machine. I know.
So just roll a d10 for each civil war. And just
over
let me know
here.
where they are.
5 in
So
South
which
America.
one? In South America?
Like a rules automaton.
I know. just a machine. Literally.
The fighting continues. No other effect, though.
Okay.
Okay.
In Africa, a 7.
7.
Oh boy.
Right. Fighting intensifies.
You
Increase regional
idiot.
crisis by 1.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, that was
Okay.
good.
I don't want to
Is there
blame
any
you,
other
but
civil wars?
That's it.
Any other civil wars and ceasefire?
No.
up
Yes,
there?
there is one
Yep.
up there.
So roll for that one.
5.
5.
Nothing happens
Okay.
probably. I would imagine. I might be
Number-
wrong.
yes, nothing changes.
Stays the same.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So those are so that's the war progress. Any 4 diplomatic or military actions?
Military
Okay.
actions. Can we
That's good.
attack?
Military, can we take care of this war? Can we do peace talks there?
That's a diplomatic action. Yes.
do it.
Yeah, we're in.
Okay.
Come on, legacy.
Okay.
Root with
Roll
us
away,
now.
Mr. President.
Okay.
Okay.
The die is yours. A 6.
6.
Not great.
Peace talks stall. The
Now, wait a
war.
second.
The war continues.
We do have. Where'd those guys go? Did we have guys helping out?
The
there?
No, that
peacekeepers,
wasn't
they
the
helped
civil
with
war.
the
That
civil
They were
wasn't
gone.
the war.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, too bad.
The war in Yemen.
Can we
there,
try
so-
again?
Um,
And would you like to?
yes, you can.
Sure.
But first, add 1 strength to each side in the conflict.
boy.
Oh. 6 on 3.
6 on 4 now. Is it? Oh,
Oh,
6 on 3.
No, 6 on 3. Yeah.
6 on 3.
Okay.
I need a 3 NATO when you
Do you
can.
support this?
Yeah, I do,
course?
I do, I
We
do.
really
Roll.
want this war to end.
Okay.
Darn it!
That ain't gonna do
Add
Same
it.
1
result.
strength to each side again.
Okay, so
I feel
we're
like we're
at a
pocket
7
committed.
on 4 now.
You need a 7?
I need a 7 and a 4.
This is hard for me to do.
One more time.
I think so.
One more time.
You've already committed. You got this. Guy.
What? Whoa! The Civil War One! 7 on 4. Read it and weep.
So
read the darn chart, man.
The war ends. Place a trending
There it is.
pro-U.S. counter in the war's region.
Doesn't even matter anymore. All this is gone. We've blown up the
Nice.
So yes, the war.
Let's get my
God's.
finger ready here.
2 more legacy
Come on,
points
baby.
per chance.
Come on.
Maybe 3
All right,
because it's our second
2 more
war.
legacy points.
1 and 2. We are at
With
the
the
top.
most legacy points possible.
We've done it. It's there. We're only halfway through our first year, man. We've already maxed out.
Crushing it.
All right.
Brilliant.
Nice. All right, good job.
This is great.
Okay.
So does that end this phase? The
Now
activation
you had
phase?
one more
2?
action, I think.
Oh, I think we do.
Yeah, one more action.
Okay.
All right, so we did 3. Why don't we?
Can we clean up unstable states at all?
No,
or...
not-
What
Well,
about knocking off the Civil War? Can we go into the Civil
Now,
War?
actually, something.
Terrorists.
So you can do a UN speech to create goodwill, or
Give us-
we'd be so good at
presidential
that.
trip,
Mr. President, please.
Yes.
I
or you
beg
can
you.
also invite an ally leader to the White House to improve relations.
Okay. See, I had a speech prepared. So
Okay.
I'm
Let's
do it.
thinking maybe
You're
we should
gonna
go
do
to
a
the UN.
speech.
UN
Yes.
speech.
You're gonna do a speech. Okay, roll to see how your speech goes.
Come
Okay.
on, I hope it's well received. 1, 10,
10.
maybe
10.
not great.
It was a nice speech, but the world goes, eh.
If it was a 1, I was going to give you the speech, but since it's a 10,
You get nothing.
we'll just say I
You get
got
nothing.
Yes.
tripped on the way up.
Loved it.
So just the last bit on this segment here is the U.S. State of the Economy impact. So you can give 2 economic assistance because of where our economy
Oh,
is.
brilliant.
Okay. So you have a choice. You can improve an ally relationship by 1 level,
Okay.
or place a trending pro-U.S. counter in any world region.
Ineffective. Let's improve a place by 1.
Okay. So which one?
Cax, you choose.
So if it already has a trending upward, then it will bump it
Boom.
up.
Yes.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Middle
But-
East.
Yeah, but that's
Oh.
that'll
So
go
it
up.
just does that.
Yeah,
What
it just
about
goes-
right here then? The Eurozone.
Then it
Let's
would
do it.
bump up to 7.
Yes.
Boom.
And then you get one
Crush
more
it.
action.
One more.
You can either improve an ally relationship. So Gulf states, for example, is only close. India is only close. So you could make them very close.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's make them very close.
Okay, which one?
India.
India?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Where's
Yeah.
that?
I like their posturing here.
Okay.
Okay. And once I find that counter, then that's basically it for.
Fantastic.
Our
You know
program.
what? I think we need to give a round of applause to this
There you
man.
go. There you go. Tip of the cap. Tip
Well
of the
done.
cap.
Join us. Tip of the cane.
So now just take us how far we've gotten so far, Nate.
So we are halfway through the year. Essentially, there'd be 2 more activation segments left, and then
we're
2
at the
other
point
cards.
basically where
Wow.
China would be acting, and that would be the
China
second
would be
half,
acting,
right?
because Russia acted
Right.
first, so now
So
China
it would be
gets
China's
So they'd
turn.
be up to no good.
They'd
Right.
be up to no good.
And how do you think we've done so far? Can you give us a quick state
I
of the
think pretty
union?
well. Like there's definitely you got some good legislation in the hopper. You have the state of the world is chaotic, but that's the way it is. I love the stack of tensions on India.
You gotta let them resolve.
Yes, but no. Overall, I think you've done pretty well.
So it's not the worst board state you've seen.
Oh no. Well, I mean, in the game I'm playing, I'm at like 18% approval. So
Nice.
You know,
if I
so,
had to
yeah.
rank your board game deity-ness out of 10,
Yeah.
you get a perfect 10.
Oh, thank
you
you.
were
It was
really
awesome.
appreciate
It
it.
was awesome.
Honestly, this guy
Yeah.
has spent so much time reading these rules and,
Yes.
and getting this down. So and I had a lot of fun. I
Yeah.
know part of your goal in reading all this and preparing it this way was to entertain me and to
Yes, it's
see if
kind
you
of-
could win me over. Consider
Yes.
me one. This
Right.
is cool.
yeah.
This is really neat. I loved it.
That's nice. It was a lot of fun.
Cax.
Great time. Even as your wingman, I loved every moment of it. It was really great, and really enjoyed the process of doing it today. So it was fun.
Amazing. So we'll give you a quick review. We've got lots of other Mr. President content out there.
Yeah.
NATO's made a whole bunch of videos. We had a whole week on this game. So go check some of those videos out if you like this. And as ever, get out there.
Get legendary.
And get gaming.